Oh, my God. It's so nice to see you. All of you, each and every one of the people in the studio, and Scott, who's in another room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great to see you all.
Super pumped about coming in today.
Me too. What's wrong with us? It's the beginning of the year. This is all new to us again.
I feel good. I feel good.
I couldn't sleep last night, man.
Oh, I was in bed by 8 o'clock last night. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
That's right, exhausted.
Oh, I was exhausted too. I just couldn't fall asleep. I watched an entire movie.
That sucks.
It was awful. It was the worst.
Here was my night. Made dinner, took a shower, watched a YouTube video about a guy making a deep dish pizza,
Cool.
right to bed.
What a great night.
That seems like an exciting video. That helped me too.
He made a Chicago deep dish from scratch. I went right to bed.
Here's me. I took some ZQuil. I made some fajitas. I got in bed. I journaled. Oh, no, I took a bath, journaled, got in bed. Tim started watching some movie on Hulu, put in my AirPods, sleep meditation, and I was out.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh.
From Rafe Williams.
Yeah, mine was way different. That's
You're going to the Bahamas tomorrow.
Hey, man, I was way off, though. These 2 days have been really hard on me coming off a 2-week break to come back in and get my circadian
To come
rhythm.
back in for 2 days and then go right
it's
to
been
the
tough.
Bahamas.
But you know what? I'll soldier through.
Poor thing.
I'm going to be so
You know what
jealous.
sucks, dude? I got an early flight to the Bahamas tomorrow.
I know.
I got to get up.
What time?
5 a.m.
Oh, man.
So technically losing 4 hours, I'll be on the beach by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bahamas time. I know. It's freaking bumming me out, man.
You have to wake up at 5 or
But
the
you know
flight?
what? I'm going to try to be cheery and get through today for you guys.
Flights at 5 or wake up at 5?
I think the flight's at 5.
You need to figure that out. You don't know?
I like your style.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really my style, but I'm letting...
You're letting Tina handle all the arrangements?
She scheduled the flights. I paid for everything else. Her job was the flights. I paid for the rest of the stuff. And
So she's travel agent.
I don't know. I don't know if Tina.
I will check tonight. Let's just be.
I don't know if Tina compares to Mallory. Mallory is great with every planning bit except for foreign airports, because one time, she was in charge of flights. And we flew into Heathrow and couldn't find our connecting flight. Where is our connecting flight? Is there a connecting? Babe, you know there's two giant, but very distant airports in London, right? No. Yep.
Okay.
She booked the flight to Ireland at the other airport. The connecting flight was in a completely different airport.
That's
So
Did you make it?
be careful. Yeah, thankfully, British Airways put us on a different flight. We had to
We're
sit around
good
for
on
6
that. I
hours,
did
but-
see the connecting, so we're good.
So passports up to date, everything all good?
Everything's all good except
Nice.
her storage methods we talked about yesterday.
Hey, she found him.
Yeah.
She found him.
No, it's a pretty funny story.
Yeah, I was
Go
like,
ahead, Rafe.
I go, let's get our, I'm airport dad for us usually. I'm like, let's get all our paperwork. Because she didn't even know. I go, did you check to see if we need passports for the Bahamas? She goes, no, why would you need that? And I go, well, it's not America. That'd be the number one reason.
Yeah,
And she goes, it's not? And I go,
Nope.
okay, let me get online. And then we needed the passports. And so yesterday or 2 days ago, I go, hey,
I'm sorry. Are there any countries now where you don't need passports?
I think Mexico, you don't have to have it.
You could have the card.
I think if you
a
drive,
passport
right?
Card.
If you drive into Mexico, but if you fly, you need a passport.
Because I've
It
been
used
to
to be
Mexico.
Canada and Mexico where you just needed a driver's license.
Is
But I
there-
think they've changed that.
Is there like a Bahama, Oklahoma or something maybe?
There might be like a U.S. Virgin Islands where you don't need it.
Yeah,
but
Guam.
If it says U.S. on it,
Philippines, maybe.
I'd still do
North
it. I'd
Korea.
still be freaked out to leave the continent at all without a
Yeah.
passport. You know what I mean? Like if I went to Guam or even
Even Puerto
whatever.
Rico.
That's what I mean. Like any sort of U.S. territory, I wouldn't leave the mainland without a passport. I'd
Well-
be nervous. Listen, the last time that I went somewhere without the correct paperwork, I was detained and deported and blacklisted from China.
Well, I tell you what.
So
to be
I don't-
detained in the Bahamas.
I'd rather not do that again.
not the worst
Get
thing that can
detained
happen.
in the Bahamas.
In the basement.
So, passports ready to go?
Well, I go, let's get our passports together and figure out where they're at. She goes, I actually already did that.
There you go, Tina.
Got them all together. I have them in exactly where I know where they are. And I go, where are they? And she's like, in the weed drawer.
Oh, man.
And I go, huh?
They can smell
They
like
smell
weed.
skunky.
And every time, every single person, that's as far as I've gotten into the story, you all had the exact same reaction I had. And I go, huh? And she's like, I mean, she tours all over the country. People give her all, there's marijuana from 20 different states in this drawer. And when you open this drawer, it's wafting. It's very strong. And I go, so you put the 2 items that we have to walk through TSA with.
Yeah.
Pass
You
the
know, you
dog.
actually have to present.
Yeah.
In our
You actually
pocket.
have to
Pass the
hand.
And I have
dog.
to take out of my pocket, hand to an agent to hold and smell. In how long have they been in there? And she's like, a couple weeks.
Oh, so marinating.
Oh, dude.
So basically, your passports have been absorbing.
Yes.
And marinating.
Yes. So there's a good. I go. Do you think there's a
In weed dust.
slight chance we could get pulled out of line if there's a dog in the Bahamas airport? And when you go to other countries, dude, you don't know what their rules are.
Right.
The last foreign country we went to.
It's
it
illegal.
was Costa
I
Rica.
assume the Bahamas are chill.
It was
It's-
Costa Rica. They actually made us
You got to
walk past the dogs.
Oh yeah, and the customs. When we went to Costa Rica, when you get in that little airport, you got to like throw your bag in the little X-ray thing, all of them, and watch.
Have you
And
guys
they were
done-
chill.
have you
They
guys-
made everybody walk.
Have
Like
you
they
done
made
the one-
everybody walk past the dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you done the one where it's like they break the line into like a big square and there's fans, so the fans are blowing it to the dog and the dog goes back and forth, and you have to cross the dog when they tell you to go.
Oh
Have you seen
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
I forgot what country that
That's what we
was.
did in Costa Rica.
Yeah, and maybe that was Dominican for
Or
us.
fans and dogs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we had to walk.
They'll have
all
like
right,
4
next.
fans, and they're fanning like where your backpacks would be or that kind of stuff, and they're fanning it down to the dog.
They broke us up into 2 lines, and we had to walk. We had to walk past, and they walked the dog back and forth.
Well,
All right, let's see. Is weed legal in the Bahamas? Despite the Bahamas' perfect holiday atmosphere, the country is not the perfect holiday destination for those looking to smoke weed.
Whoa!
Tropical Islands marijuana laws ban recreational use, and those who are caught doing so face severe monetary fines and lengthy imprisonment.
Oh, please no.
sweet.
The Bahamas enacted laws against marijuana, blah, 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 blah. Oh, here we go.
I mean, we're not going to have it on.
I'm not gonna have it on you.
The country's drug enforcement laws are
But-
extremely strict, possibly because historically it's known as the transit country for traffickers.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're
If
not
you
gonna
have
it
a
on you.
backpack
You
that
get the
smells like
Lysol wipes
marijuana, burn it.
It's just, it just, why have to go through unnecessary steps?
All right. Well, yep.
That's
We'll
what it
see.
is.
I'll let you guys know.
Well, are they
this
still in the
article-
drawer?
No, I took them out, but I mean,
Did they smell like weed?
Air 'em
Yeah.
out.
Hey, this article is old, though. It's 2021, so,
Hey,
lock
we're all
and change.
changing
Lock
rapidly.
and change in a year.
I mean, I
don't think it's changed.
think it'll be fine. I just don't really want to get pulled out. I just don't want the hassle.
Right. It's another speed bump. Whereas I could be on the beach.
I got pre-check for a reason. I want to roll and chill.
Dude, there's been plenty of tours where, band members or crew members or whatever are smoking weed or doing whatever they're doing.
Sure.
I'm not even near it. I'm not even in the group. I'm not even hanging out. I'm probably sleeping while some of this is going. But as soon as I hit an airport, I get all nervous that my backpack was too close to somebody's backpack and I'm going to get pulled out. I'm not ever worried that they're going to find something, but it's just I don't want the hassle. I
Yeah.
don't want.
Yeah,
I've
well,
been
we were-
through that. I've been detained at borders. I don't want to do this stuff.
Where they
anymore.
search everything.
My buddy.
We had to strip naked once at the Canadian border.
Oh, fun.
It kind of was, but we were there for like 8 hours, and then they made us get naked.
My
and
buddy.
explain our tattoos.
My buddy in New York made me a watch for my birthday. Not my birthday, for Christmas. He's like, hey, dude, made you a watch. I custom built a watch for me. And he goes, hey, I'm going to give you these.
cool.
I'm going to give you these tools just in case things need to be adjusted. And there's like tweezers
And like a little screwdriver, right?
yeah, but there's a whole bunch of them, and he gave them to me like loose in a bag. Mm-hmm. It was a whole bunch of these little kind of sharp tools. I forgot that I put them in my daughter's bag,
These are Barbie's tools.
and she got pulled out of line.
Oh.
She got pulled out, I guess, going through the machine.
It's like, damn it, Dad.
And I forgot. And they took apart everything. They took her.
They take her into a room
They
and-
took her whole bag apart.
Put the light on her. What are we going to do with these tools?
Interrogator, yeah. Oops.
Hey, they're trying to legalize it in the Bahamas for religious purposes.
Oh, yeah. You
cool.
just say it's part of your religion.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, is your body prepared for the beach?
For sun?
Well,
For daylight?
it's as prepared as it's getting. I said I was going to tan a couple days before I went, and then I didn't do it. So I'll probably get that base burn. Just let it happen.
And you're naturally hairless, so you don't got to like shave your shoulders or anything.
Nah, I'm a pretty smooth fella for supposedly Italian. That means the family tree probably doesn't fork enough somewhere, but I'm scared to do a 23andMe and find out just how straight of a pole it might be.
Yeah, I am conscious, self-conscious about like hairy shoulder, like hair on my back.
Hairy shoulders are the worst. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought he's a nice guy.
Hairy shoulders gross me out big time, and you guys need to fix that.
Me too.
Now, hair everywhere else is cool.
Chest hair, okay.
Love chest hair. Love pubic
Forehead.
hair. Love, if you got a little, I don't know, butt hair. It's
So a
nice.
little behind the scenes. So when we were at Glory Pro for December to Remember, we were backstage and we were each assigned. So it was a 4-way wrestling match.
Yeah.
And we were each assigned a wrestler. So I was assigned to the wrestler named Effie. Who's a big, hairy, gay guy. That's
Gorgeous.
his character. Yeah. And you're backstage. He's got his shirt off. And I'll never forget this. You go, your chest is so hairy.
She said it all breathy like
Yeah,
that?
you did.
He's attractive. And I was like, your chest is so hairy.
Yeah.
But no hair on the shoulders.
And I was like amazed. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think
No, he just had a hairy chest.
I don't think I've ever seen like a perfectly coiffed like hairy chest before, and he did. He had like a beautiful chest. It made me want to have a hairy chest
Burt Reynolds.
as a man.
Burt Reynolds style.
Yeah.
But Reynolds had the full sweater, didn't he? Didn't he have some shoulder hair going on up there?
I don't like it.
Hey, so what are you doing with the shoulder that you don't want hair there?
You wax that stuff.
No, I'm saying, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
With the
I'm not
shoulder?
doing nothing with it because I don't like it. I'm not dating that guy. I'm not having sex with that guy. Get it out of here.
But just the way you told this man and the way you said it was just
beautiful.
Yeah, that. If you would have said,
Oh, my
it's
God.
glorious.
Oh, you are so hairy.
Like the next word, oh, it's so glorious.
Worth the price of admission.
And he enjoyed that compliment. He was
He
like,
did.
"Oh, thank
After you sniffed and licked it, though,
It was
that
a little
That was
much.
a little much.
It went
Don't
a
tell
little
Timmy.
far.
Oh, God.
When we won the Rizz Show title and he hugged me because he was so sweaty.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. You can see the little droplets of
It
like
was
morning
all over
dew.
his
It was
shirt.
all over my sweatshirt
Yeah.
because that hairy chest absorbed all that sweat.
Yeah,
It was
of
like a
course.
sponge.
Yeah.
And he did it on purpose.
He must be warm. Is he a skier?
And he gave me a big hug, and my sweatshirt was wet.
That was so much
Just
fun.
looking
You're
at it,
lucky.
everyone kind of had a body hair equivalent in that match. When I'm sitting here thinking about it, you kind of had the hairy guy.
Hair versus hair?
I got Dan the dad, who was pretty, other than a beard, pretty smooth all around. Had that smooth dad tank top on.
Yeah.
He got an Irish guy.
Hornswoggle?
He got Hornswoggle. He got a little Irish dude.
You're right.
I had Shaza,
You had Shaza.
who was gorgeous
Cute.
and
But
Australian.
You don't have to do any grooming. You're good. You're good to go.
Really.
Right?
No, not
Confident?
really. Not really. I mean, this is a beard. Like, I get the wiry facial hair, and it gets patchy, and it's not cool. It doesn't
No
look
weird
good.
back hair or anything. Good for you.
Does anybody in here have back hair?
Told you I want a
Scott?
beard.
Nope.
Yeah.
You have back hair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God! Please
Take your shirt off.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Patches?
Like
Tim has like random back hairs,
Look, I
and
like-
I will pluck them.
I'll get like the patch.
I'll see your butt.
Oh, here we go.
I'll get
Oh,
like-
not there. I'm
Oh,
not
the
talking
tramp
about.
stamp patch?
No,
The ass
I'll get
patch.
here too.
Oh, God. The shoulder back hair is the worst. Out of all the body
There's
hair, it is the
nothing-
worst.
You did it, Rizz.
What?
What she's saying. You got it, man. That's
What
awesome.
do you do about it? Do you
I
do
have my
anything?
wife like.
Oh, yeah.
buzz it
I thought
off.
you'd have one of those long sticks with the blade, and it goes.
I tried that. I tried that.
Really?
I took a layer of skin off.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that again.
They call it the back blade.
Yeah, the back blade. That's what it is.
Have you heard of this thing? The
No.
back blade?
Oh, dude, it looks like a back scratcher,
That
but
sounds
it's
like
got a razor
that
blade
sounds
on
like
the
a
end.
sword that you get at like a high level of a video game.
Yeah, it looks like something that Magua is carrying in Last of the Mohicans.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's got a log stick. It's a log stick, and it's got a double, like a double
sickle?
blade.
Like what?
Like a double blade.
I know the thing you're talking about, like
Yeah,
that war
dude,
club
that-
thing.
It's so badass.
You basically just shank
no,
Button
so
up
it's
your
like-
back.
Because there's nothing more emasculating than bending over the sink and having your wife shave your back.
Yeah.
I had my wife shave my
good
neck,
wife.
like here, like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty.
on the hairline.
I
up,
do that
up,
for
up on the
Tim.
top.
I was trying to put it in I was trying to like make it masculine in my head, and
No,
I
nothing.
tried 7 different ways, and it just didn't work.
I'll admit I used to shave my chest, and my wife says, "No, don't do that." So I haven't done it in years and years and
Yeah.
years. But
Chest hair is awesome.
Dude, there's
I
nothing.
used to just because I didn't like it.
There's nothing like bending over the sink
Spread 'em.
and having your wife with an electric buzzer
Oh boy!
shave the patches of hair off your back.
What a hero.
And then looking in the mirror
While she
and
Yeah.
making eye contact.
while she thinks about whether she married the right guy or not.
Yeah.
Right.
The back blade. That sounds like a wrestler name as well.
Okay, so the back blade. So I bought this thing.
Here it is right here. Oh, this is a fancy one. It used to be just like a big slab of wood, and now
It's just a giant razor.
Yeah, I bought the back blade 2.0. This was maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
You know, people miss a spot all the time.
You
with
can get
that
this at
thing.
Brookstone.
Why did I think they were
ordered it.
wood? Oh yeah, look at wow. Did you see
my
that guy's
God.
shoulders? Wow, they got the right guy.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, so I got out of the box. I was ready to shave my back. So I started back blading,
As one does.
and I'm like, and I look at the blade. I'm like, nothing's really coming off. So you're only supposed to go over it like once or twice, and not that hard.
Oh, no.
Oh look at
I
this.
took almost all the first,
Your dermis.
almost the first layer of skin off my back.
Wow.
Look at
And
this.
then got in the shower,
don't
in a
have that.
hot shower.
Oh, my God.
The commercial is one of the. Remember those Blue Blocker commercials where they go down to the beach and
I
sunset
look like
beach and
this
whatever?
next guy.
Yeah. This is funny because the logo has
I'm
a
not hot like that guy, but that's kind of what I don't have a lot of body hair.
the logo has a gorilla face and then back BAK back blade. That makes it cooler and more masculine. And they got a crowd of people around these dudes at the beach shaving their back hair.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's going to float through the air. I'd watch yourself. You better be in the right
Doing the Lord's
semicircle.
work.
Yeah. No, and listen, I do
getting a beard.
really give it to the guys that are at the beach that don't care.
yeah.
I'm not
There's
giving
all
it to
the
the guys that
confidence.
are at the beach.
There's
that don't
all
care.
they don't care. I mean, it looks like they got a coat on.
Look at this one. This one's wide. Look at that. That's if you only
The
want to do
Rizzuto
5 or 6 scrapes. It looks like an ice
wide
scraper.
body shaver for men.
That's hilarious.
No, but I really did. I took one layer of skin off my back with that stupid back blade thing. Got in a hot shower, screamed.
Yes.
You screamed, "Never again!"
I threw it right in the garbage.
You ever do wax? Tim waxes his nipples. He has what I like to call, he's not up yet.
Waxes the nipples?
Yeah, Tim waxes his nipples. He's got what I like to call areola wreaths around his
Oh, he's got
nipples.
wreaths.
And I, it's whatever. I don't mind it. It's like adds to his chest hair. But like he was waxing them the other day and I was just sitting there watching him and it was cool. So
Does he have back hair? No back hair?
no back. He has little strands, but I
What?
pluck them out.
How do you
Random.
wax your nipples and not the rest of your chest? You just put a couple dollops on your nips and
He's
rip
got
them
these
off?
like
Isn't that
Sally
sounds
painful.
Henson nipple waxers. I don't know what they are.
Whoa!
I don't need them.
I tell you what, man. The only thing that's changed for me in the last,
That sounded.
They're not
Thou
mine.
doth protest too much.
only thing that's changed for me grooming wise, and it wasn't even
They're
grooming
not
wise,
mine.
was this last year, and I think I was leaning over and I was closer to the mirror than usual, and I noticed a silver gray hair. I mean a silver hair on the chest, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's not all right.
Silver
And my
fox.
wife goes, oh babe, you've had those for years. I was like, what? I had no
Yeah.
idea, and that kind of rocked me.
Found silver pube yet?
I'm only 42.
Keeping it real on the Rizz Show.
Welcome to hell.
As I'm getting older,
No,
as
just
we're
a few
all-
up here.
as we're all getting older, we have hormone changes and
Yeah.
hair in places.
Dude, perimenopause is happening right now in this little person's body, and it sucks. Yes. Hormone changes are the worst.
Listen, I'm a naturally hairy Italian guy.
You are.
It's cool.
I can't help it.
Dude, it's cool. I'm glad that you and your wife manscaped that back. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Everywhere else can be hairy as hell.
Who knows? And
How often?
There's a trade-off. dude. I can't grow a beard. I have a illustrious head of hair, and I think it's going to stick around. I think I'm old enough
my
now.
Back hair.
But it's like beards have been in for a while. The smooth-faced male went out in like '97, and it hasn't come back, and I'm waiting.
I mean,
that's kind of why I'm shaving again these days.
But you know what?
Everybody has.
I'm going to get a beard. I'm going to get a face toupee.
I wish I could hand you. I wish I could hand you mine, man. I'll have one
dude.
by 6 p.m. and I wish I could just hand it to you.
You asked how often,
Me too.
so knowing that I have to take my shirt off or something.
Oh, okay. So this is not on a. You're not on a.
Not in a routine.
Yep. It's the quarterly back shave. So
no,
it's
No.
we're going to the Bahamas. Will you shave my back?
Yeah, like we're going to Florida.
I see.
I imagined that you
touch me up.
I imagine it was like every Tuesday you put on Careless Whisper.
You say hairless whisper?
Honey. And she just comes in. You got a couple candles lit, bent over the sink.
We actually have a pull start shaver.
Hedge trimmer.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I bring this up, and good for you, Rafe. You know, Tina doesn't have to shave your back before you go to the Bahamas.
No, we don't have to do that.
But gentlemen, if your girlfriend or your wife, your significant other, started growing out her sideburns this week, this is why. Happy January.
That's right,
ladies.
you guys. Get ready for us to take over
Happy
this too.
January.
Yep.
Yes,
No shaving.
This is a thing. January is the name somebody came up with to encourage women to stop shaving, waxing, and plucking for the first month of the year to help normalize body hair on women.
Mm-hmm. Should I grow my pits out just to see how this goes? I mean, experiments. Thoughts? Pit hair on women.
No. Gross.
I shaved them last night, so I'm not like participating in January.
And listen,
But
I'm allowed to say pit hair for women is gross. If you
It's your
could say,
opinion.
if you could say that back hair on men is gross,
Yeah.
I could say pit hair on
I'm
women
not saying you
is
can't
disgusting.
say your opinion.
To each their own, for sure. You do you. But I don't love it.
I'm not into it. I don't like it.
I've never had pit hair.
That's me.
It might be kind of
I'm
cool.
just jealous. I don't want a hairier woman than me, and I'm not a very hairy dude. And I'm like, I just don't want to be like jealous of her beard.
Hey, here's a question: do you guys shave your pits? Because I do on occasion. Because my stuff is jungle.
I every once in a while
I'll trim it down because it just gets absurd.
Every once, usually, but like it's like a springtime thing.
If I got the electric out or something, and I can like see, I could braid what's
that
sticking out on a
itch real
closed
bad
arm.
stuff?
Well, no, I'm not bicking it or nothing.
I don't have it.
I have, but like, no, I'm saying like electric. If there's the buzzers, like the clippers.
Yeah.
If I have those out for some reason and I see it sticking out, I'll be like, because I mean, come on, man, I don't need that much.
Do you find pit hair on women attractive?
Attractive? No. But I don't care. Because I'm not thinking about you.
Yeah.
No offense.
If
Like,
you know
you know what I mean? Like
if I see it, I go, ooh.
if my wife had what I have under my arms, it would not be attractive to me.
Yeah.
I wonder if I started growing it, like if I stopped shaving my pits today, if Tim would notice. I'm going to see how
He will.
I'm going to see how
yeah.
far we can go. I'm going
Really?
to stop shaving my pits today, and then I'm not going to. Nobody tweet him.
Will he?
Will he?
Will he
say,
say something to you?
Well, let's see. This is a good experiment.
Nobody tell Tim.
Will he be like, "What's up with this?" Or
You have to come in and tell us what day he said.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm
under
gonna
your arms?
in fact, let's start a pool.
okay.
I say day 3.
Day 3.
Day 3. How
Oh,
much
no,
growth are you going to get?
He's too
3 days.
subtle.
I don't know.
I
That's
shaved
true. I
him
don't
last
know.
night, so I'm not gonna. We're gonna see how long it goes.
You don't
Does
seem
your
like
hair grow quick?
a hairy gal
It's
though.
pretty
like,
normal. It's like,
There's not going to be any real growth for a month, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I've never
gonna
done
say-
it.
What's it? January 3rd right now. I'm gonna say March 3rd.
Yeah, I'm going to go into March.
Wow.
You've never done it?
March.
Never
3rd.
done
What
it.
if you found out you had fiery red pit hair and you
Dude,
just had no idea
it's
this whole
out.
time?
I'm here for it's
Fire pits.
Okay, so all right, so you're going to start. We may have to take a sexy picture, by the way, in February.
And I'll just be like this, and Tim's hands will be.
Oh no,
cut-
we're going to Photoshop
Janet
that out. I will
Jackson.
not have that in my sexy picture.
What, the fire pits? Come on, man.
Actually,
that'd
no,
be
we should
awesome.
actually Photoshop more.
Yeah. We all shave our pits, and she's got them.
You just have 2 tumbleweeds on your shoulder.
Guys, how awesome would it be though if I did have fire pits and Tim did the Janet Jackson Rolling Stone cover, right? Cups the breasts, pits out.
Hairy pits.
Skyrocket the ratings.
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be great. Let's do that.
I'm going to get some airbrushed abs. Yes. Sure. I'm going to go to a professional airbrush artist and be like, put them on me,
If
dog.
we have to do this sexy picture because we lost the pick'em challenge, should I fully...
We haven't lost the picture
Wax?
challenge, by the way.
Should I just go hairless? Oh,
No.
All of you go
Be a
hairless.
man.
Man, that's so funny.
I'll be the hairiest
Dude,
one.
I think we should pay one of those bodybuilder people to come and just, like, oil us up.
Bronzes.
Bronze us,
I got a
bronze
guy.
us up, dude.
I got a guy.
Dude.
But where our heads are a different color.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I got a guy.
Because nobody wants to go above the neck because it's questionable on whether that's okay or not. When you see a white dude in a bodybuilding contest, I'm like, well, he definitely stopped at the neck. And that was a wise decision.
That is hilarious.
Get all bronzed up.
He's not going to say anything until March.
I have,
All right.
yeah, I agree. I have, we all have like our first memories, right? Like when you're a little kid, and you almost kind of like blend them, and you're not sure what memories, but like very, very early memories. One of my earliest memories, probably 4 or 5 years old. They all happened in like my backyard. Was, speaking of hair, sitting back in the backyard playing kickball or whatever the heck with my brother. Like we were really little, and the backyard right behind us had a volleyball net, and these cats were playing volleyball, and they're usually not out there at the same time, all adults. And this skinny dude, 80s, like just imagine 80s, like, you know, curly mullet,
Yeah.
big mustache. It's a real skinny tall guy with a wife beater on, and he had pit hair like I've never seen since.
A lot?
Like just like and I had never seen that. And
was there like deodorant clumped up in there? Ugh.
I don't remember. I
Does that
was so
happen?
young, but all I remember is I saw it and it shook me, and I thought, what the heck is that? And I ran inside, and I remember going, Dad, there's a guy in the backyard, or in the other backyard, that has hair underneath his arms, Dad. And
Son.
I remember like asking about it because
adorable.
it was so shocking.
Sure.
And that is one of my earliest memories is armpit hair being shocking.
Oh, yeah. The old white stick deodorant could stick in your armpit hair.
And that's one of the reasons that
Gross.
I trim it. Because do you have the? I mean, if you put your arms down, does your stuff stick out like this?
I got a sweatshirt on right now.
No, you know.
Yes,
you know what
it
your
does
armpit
stick out
hair.
of my sweatshirt.
You know what your armpit. I'm talking about your armpit
Yeah.
hair. It does.
Yeah, if I don't trim it.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, I wasn't this way. It's all of a sudden like I started growing hair in weird places.
Yeah.
Hell.
Hormones.
See, I feel fortunate because I'm in Rafe's situation, but I can grow a beard. But otherwise,
Yeah,
Don't do
too much
naturally
hair.
you got the
hairless
best
people.
of both worlds, bud.
yeah,
You got
it grew in the right spot.
yeah.
You won the
God.
lotto.
I'm kind of glad I don't have like a hairy ass though.
Oh yeah. Oh, we had a buddy in high school, and when I saw that, I couldn't believe it.
No hair on my
Covered.
face now
Covered.
means no hair on my
Covered.
back and ass later.
Like Sasquatch.
Bald in high school.
Teen
bald.
Wolf.
Bald
but
up here.
yet, like,
Hairiest booty I've ever seen, dude.
Whoa.
I mean, it was. I think he developed nicknames after that day.
I tried to do the laser hair removal.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I've never done it.
right. And it worked for some time, right?
For a little bit, but you got to keep going to those things.
Did it hurt to get
Yeah.
the? Yeah, I bet it did.
I remember you doing that, and you were stoked on it because you were like, "Hey, I haven't shaved in a while."
Yeah.
Someone,
But you got to keep up with it.
someone emailed me, buy a decent rash guard swim shirt. The sun hits different there.
Yeah.
What's a rash guard swim
It's a
shirt?
long
They're awesome.
sleeves
Like the
shirt.
like the surf shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have them
Like a
at
sun
I
hat.
gotta go in the ocean with my shirt on.
No,
Sad,
I got him
what
this
a
summer.
sad guy.
I bet you do, Scott.
I bought it this summer for the first time, and man, that is a game changer because you don't have to worry
I
about
think those
Yeah.
fins guys.
sunscreen all day.
No,
It's
I
fun,
got
man.
sunburned once, and I had to wear like a shirt,
There's a St.
and I had to declare like I'm not wearing it because I'm fat.
you had to declare
There's
like
a-
anybody cared.
to declare it.
There's a St. Louis company that fins.
I
Remember?
think they gave us
yeah.
one. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
one
and
of
they
those somewhere.
they make shirts out of recycled bottles, so they're like saving the planet
For fishing.
And yeah, they're fishing shirts, and I use them for fishing shirts, and you can wear them in the water, and they're
Are they even like SPF
they're
guard?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're UV protected.
My
UV
best friend
protected.
wears her whole family. They're all like redheads, so they all have rash guards on. Like whenever we went to the Kirkwood pool over the summer, she's like in a full long sleeve getup, and I'm like oiling my body
Man.
down. Yeah,
I
I'll
went to school
do
with
it.
a kid.
like an idiot.
Went to
Oh,
school
love
with a
it.
kid that was allergic to the sun.
Oh my gosh,
dude.
really?
Yeah, his name was Ezra.
powder.
Aw.
Oh yeah, you've
I
talked
love
about
that
Ezra.
name.
Yeah. Poor Ezra. Had to walk around with an umbrella.
I'm sunburned, but it's better than Ezra. You know?
Yeah. Anyway, so back to January.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is this? We're all
So
growing?
this is just a strictly lady thing.
Oh, I see. Somebody asked me yesterday about, is there a mustache thing going on too?
I thought that's Movember.
Yeah.
No, but I thought that was, is that a mustache thing? Somebody asked me if I was participating in some mustache thing, and I can't keep up with all this.
There's a mustache contest
that
I've not been informed
I
of.
thought you guys were in the daily
I
newsletter.
apologize. I haven't been on the mustache website in a while.
Scott is the guy that's supposed to keep me abreast of all mustache
Let me
contests.
see the latest
Dang it.
news in mustache news.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
No, this is strictly a lady thing.
Okay.
All right.
The official January Instagram account has over 40,000 followers. Says their goals include promoting self-confidence, challenging social beauty standards, and creating a supportive community where people can share their journey. One of the founders says dedicating a whole month to it is liberating because it gets you thinking about the way you treat your body and why.
Yeah.
Can't everybody just do what they want?
Keep those hairy pits away from me.
I don't know why that.
Well, they're coming in the
why
studio
you
every
can't
day
enjoy-
starting today.
Just live, man.
Yeah, that's
all
weird.
good.
Even cleaning yourself up is taking away something from you. I don't get it.
No, I'm just saying, just live. Just you
Just
don't have to-
enjoy.
The whole idea of it is the backwards of the message it's trying to send.
Right.
Do what you want, but do this
Yeah.
for January.
That's what I mean.
And if you don't, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
make sure
support
everybody-
us.
and make sure everybody knows about it.
How
Yeah.
about you just participate in what you would like to participate in on a daily,
Oh,
yearly?
God. You know who's the hairiest celebrity? Robin Williams.
Oh,
Oh, really?
yeah, dude. Oh, dude, I think his fingernails had hair.
Robin Williams. Look him up in the, was it Fisher King?
Yeah. Where he helps the homeless man. Or he's the homeless
He's
man?
the homeless guy. Is that
Well, that's why we.
Jeff
Jeff
Bridges?
Bridges.
That's
Yeah.
why it was the
Whoa.
full Jumanji.
Look at that.
It's his arms, man.
That's wild. Oh, wait, that's Joey Behar. Hold on a second.
No, I think there's a scene where he's like, he's got no shirt on. Just look up Robin Williams, no shirt. I mean, that is,
Yeah, it's a hairy dude.
that's a hairy dude.
Very hairy arms. Like his forearms. You could. I bet you he never really tanned or burned because his hair was protecting him.
Yeah, he got shoulder hair.
This must have been earlier life. There is like a comedy special that he did where he had his
His arms.
Yeah,
Whoa,
where you
right?
could see his arms and
Yeah.
you're just like, whoa, wow, that's like shockingly hairy. Like that. If I'd have seen that at 5 years old, I'd have been like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what is happening? I'd have ran in and asked my dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Since it's a new year, maybe it's a good time to reboot our vocabularies. So every year, Lake Superior University, that's up there in Michigan, they put out their list of words and phrases that need to be banished in the new year. Mm-hmm. So this is, man, they've been doing this for a long, long time. So here are the ones that they say we should stop using or overusing in 2024. And I agree with pretty much all this stuff. Number one is hack. Stop using the damn word hack.
He's a hack.
No, it's I have a life hack for something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
Appropriate in the way you used it, I believe.
Oh, okay. We can use it that way.
Yeah, that's okay. You don't think the word hack's going anywhere?
No, it's ubiquitous everywhere. It's used by every faction, every age group, and every industry. Mm-hmm. You know, before, like in Jurassic Park, remember when the kid, they're like, you're a computer nerd. And he's like, don't call me a nerd. I'm a hacker. I prefer to be called a hacker. And then there was the movie, Hackers. And it was very specific. It was zoned in.
Yeah, but now they use it.
It's for everything. Here's a life hack for this.
I
Here's a
think
hack
they
for
mean
this.
more of the life hack kind of thing.
I know, and I think it's too prevalent. It's everywhere. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Scott Hacks in the chat says, please stop that.
It's one of
Last
those.
name's Hack.
It's one of those where I think if you push on it and you want it to disappear, you're just going to sound like an old crabby dude. Right? I mean, I wouldn't fight.
I wanted
Well,
to
that was their
disappear because
number
I'm tired
one.
of people calling me certain things, you know?
That was their number one. Like, let's get rid of hack. Number two is impact. IMPACT. Especially as a verb instead of effect. Meaning like,
Too high impact.
yeah, so instead of using the word effect, they use the word impact.
I don't ever hear that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But that's what they say.
Have a deep impact on my life. No.
I'm not sure.
That's a noun.
God
an
forbid
impact.
you'd have a vocabulary.
Yeah.
Number three is you got to stop saying at the end of the day.
I never say that. At the end of the day,
Wait, you got to stop it then?
There's a lot of that conjunctive language that everyone's, at the end of the day, we're all just human beings,
Yeah.
Long story short, vis-a-vis.
Yeah. Number 4 on their list, we got to stop using it. And even though it was recently named Word of the Year by Oxford Dictionary, Rizz.
in and out. Bye.
Hey, guys, we had a good run.
It was like 2 weeks.
We had a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did really good.
2023 was the year of Rizz.
It really was, man.
And 24 is the year of the Udo Show.
So they say, and basically, for charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stop using it for that.
Rizz hack had a deep impact on my life.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
Yeah,
Say, stop using the word Rizz.
My wife had her old lady moment the other day when the kids were saying something, and I said something, and they said, "You're capping," and my wife just turns after the kids left the room, and she goes, "Some of this slang doesn't make any sense." And she got in an argument with the 10-year-old, and the 10-year-old's like, "You guys just don't know slang," and she goes, "Listen, I know slang. What some of the things you're saying makes no sense.
Right.
It has no base." And I was like, "Babe, don't."
Yeah.
Don't
Don't even
swim
try.
in these
No,
waters.
give her
Yeah,
grace.
don't
She's a
even
grandma now.
Slay. Got to stop using that. Slay.
Sorry, Santa.
Sorry, ex-mayor Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he up to these days?
I just saw him in the news. He's like,
Just slaying.
He's about to return, and now he can't.
he heading up some kind of Department of Transportation thing.
He sounds like the lead singer of an old doo-wop group. I always thought that.
Francis Slay?
Yeah, you're like Francis Slay in the tone.
We had him on the
yeah.
show a couple times, man. Super cool guy.
Founding member
Yeah.
of the
Nice guy.
He
Commodores.
seems like he'd be cool. Frankie
Super-
Slay.
Yeah, Frankie Slay. Super cool
Sounds
guy.
cool, dude.
Iconic. Stop using that word.
All right.
And I agree. Everything can't be iconic.
Yeah, same for goat, man. Goat.
Yeah.
Everything is so goat now. Nothing matters.
Yeah, everything's
now
top
nobody's
shelf.
good. How
If
can anybody be
everything's
good if everybody's
iconic
the
or
best?
everything's the goat, then nothing's iconic or the goat.
Yeah, you've
But
now
isn't that
ruined
the
it.
point, man?
No, it's not.
Rules.
Stay over there and grow your armpit hair.
rules, man. No Slay November.
Cringeworthy.
Yeah, Moon.
Out.
Man.
Cringeworthy.
So cringe. I hate when people say so
Me
cringe.
too.
Makes me want to just, I don't want to
And
say.
every once in a while, I find myself saying it.
So
Every
cringe.
once in a while, and I want to punch myself
Yeah.
in the face.
Well, but what?
Yeah,
What's the substitute? Like, I mean, it makes sense, and I don't know. I'm not.
When somebody
anti-cringe
says-
necessarily
if
because
somebody-
if it's used properly,
If somebody puts the word "that's" in front of it, that's cringe. Not, oh man, that makes me cringe.
right?
That's so cringe. Out.
Okay.
Can we agree on that?
Yes.
That's cringe. That's so cringe. Get out of here.
That makes me cringe still.
Fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Obsessed.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
The casual use of obsessed to describe routine, mundane things.
I'm obsessed with oat milk. Shut up.
Oh,
Shut your face.
That's all you think about.
It's great. I mean, I love oat milk.
You just
but-
walk around thinking about oat milk.
you? Again, when you're obsessed with little mundane routine things, my always come back to that is, are you really?
Yeah.
You obsessed with oat milk?
Wow. Yeah.
I get it. You like it.
That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy, man. That's a heavy word you're throwing around there.
Exactly.
That was my issue with epic forever because everybody's like, "Oh, bro, it's epic." Like, "Oh, it's long." What? It's epic. If everything's epic, nothing's epic.
It's the same. You throw iconic in that.
Yeah.
Too. Like
Yeah.
you
It's
now
hyperbole.
you've jumped a million different levels.
The nice thing is when people say that, though, you know they just recently got into that particular thing. Like they just found out about oat milks and now they're into it.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I've always been the last couple weeks when I found out about it.
My son has a pretty impressive vocabulary. He's a really smart dude. He's very well spoken. But he said something the other day, and he used the goat thing. And I remember saying, I said, "Oh, really? The greatest of all time? You just got here. You just got on this earth. What do you don't have you done the research?" I forgot what we were talking about, like skaters or sports guys or something. He's like, "He's the goat," and I was like, "Oh, is he? Is he?"
That's how I
This
feel.
21-year-old kid is the goat? I'm not sure, man. You just got here to Earth.
That's everything, though, dude. That's like when my son started complaining to me about the climate change. To me, like, he's like, your generation. I go, hey, bro, if this is a house party, I just put my coat on the bed, okay? I got here right before you did. So don't be mad at me because the shrimp is warm. I didn't do that. Like, you act like I haven't been here 300 years. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I get it. It's a problem. We're trying to deal with it. I agree with you. But don't be like, you old man, you ruined the air. And I'm like, bro, I just literally just put my coat on the bed. Haven't even said hello to the host yet.
Stop using side hustle. I don't find a problem with that. And again, this is the Lake Superior State University, Michigan. Their annual list of words and phrases need to be banished for the new year.
Well, theirs is so superior, aren't they?
Side hustle. Do anybody have a problem with that?
No, because sometimes that's the descriptive of it. Because it's not necessarily a side job like that you go to part time. A side hustle is every now and then. I feel
like Scott, slings crack on the side.
That's
a
a side hustle.
Decent pay. It's got good benefits.
What
you
are
get
the
to meet a lot of
benefits?
people.
Yeah,
meet a lot of
the
cool
social
people.
benefits.
I feel like it's a byproduct of gig economy. I hear that a lot. We live in a gig economy. I wonder if that's going to be on there to be taken away.
I haven't heard that in a long time. I feel like that's a word last year that was retired.
Oh.
Or a phrase, gig economy. But side hustle, they want. I don't have that big of a problem with that one.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with the number 10.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
The phrase, wait for it.
Wait for it.
Really?
Wait for it. That, like that?
It's usually having to do with like a video, like watching something.
Right.
There'll be the setup and it'll say, wait for it.
Well, that's because they know you're going to scroll away and they need the click or the view.
Yeah.
That's,
Like if I'm watching a
that's
video,
strategy.
then I'm already waiting for it, right?
Good point. But that's strategy. I mean, that's just playing a game.
Well, you're playing a risky game because
you might have set Rizz.
overhyping something,
Yeah.
undercuts the payoff.
Yeah, but sometimes people don't care about that. They care about the view. Like those trash Facebook videos. We're always talking about those completely set up 7-camera, multi-camera. Like, ooh, I'm gonna
Watch
sneak
me
up
prank
on
my
my husband.
Yeah, dude, I saw.
Wait for it.
Yeah. Then that's what I think. That's
Wait
what they're
8.5
talking about.
minutes for no payoff, like a total trash. But you gave them the view, and it'll ring up in your algorithm next time.
It's when they face the camera, put their finger over their lips, and they go, shh. Oh, God.
I saw hilarious. I don't remember it was another comedian, but they tweeted something about like Gen Z needs to let up on. Don't need to be talking any trash on the boomers. With the amount of comments I see on fake airplane videos on Facebook from that generation of like really bad acting on an airplane and them being like, "This is what life's all about." You see like the videos on Facebook where the airplane's got like wooden pillars in the background. It's like clearly a set. And it's like, this happened on a plane. I'm like, this looks like a bad sitcom airplane set.
Boy, you know what's been getting a lot of pushback is people setting up cameras at the gym.
Yeah.
Like people going to the gym and setting up their cameras to record themselves working out.
I kind of enjoy it because I like whenever I see my friends do that, I'm like, what is going through I like thinking about what is going through everybody else's head around the person that's doing it. And I kind of like laughing to myself.
Well,
about
there's been a lot of videos of people trying to set up cameras to have them work out, to show themselves work out.
Yeah.
And people like either walk in front of it or, knock the camera over.
That's why you got to bring your stanchions.
Well, even like with the stanchion, like somebody walking in, like here's me doing squats and somebody walking in front of the camera and you see whoever is recording themselves go,
I mean,
and most of the comments are like, hey, a-hole, you're not supposed to have this here.
Right.
You're not supposed to bring a camera to the gym to record yourself working out on the off chance of getting me in the background.
Sure.
Looking like garbage working out.
Yeah. But it's also kind of nice because I think it's motivating for the people doing it, that they're like, a lot of them do it for narcissistic reasons and a lot of them do it for look at how far I've come reasons, which I think is a good thing. Where
Hey,
it gets them
great, show your before and
motivation.
after. But don't involve other people.
I get that.
I think I get that if a place has that policy. And maybe some places should have that policy.
I think most places have that policy.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, if they don't, how is it different than the Eiffel Tower?
Dude, gyms love whenever people are filming because they're showing, I'm at Planet
no
Fitness.
kidding.
You know, it's free
because
press.
at the Eiffel Tower,
let's say I'm in a public
I'm not
place.
making weird faces lifting a lot of weight.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you, if
those steps.
Yeah, you might be making weird faces at Eiffel Tower. I don't know, and it's not. I don't care. You're in a public place, and I'm filming myself doing something for whatever at the Eiffel Tower, and now I'm at the gym.
I don't know. An Eiffel Tower
is
a landmark.
Love's bathroom.
Yeah,
The Eiffel Tower is a landmark where it's known that cameras are going to be out.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just making a devil's advocate argument here for public, and if it's not a policy against it.
I would think it's safe to say that 95% of gyms out there have a policy.
Oh, I don't know.
That do not. If we see your camera, we're going to throw your ass out of here.
Yeah, if they have a policy,
because it's supposed
do
to
it.
be like the gym is supposed to be like a. I even hate to use the phrase safe space, where you're supposed to just you're sweating, you're making weird faces, getting yourself in shape.
Most people.
You're not supposed to be judged.
I'd love to hear from. We have so many audience members who work at gyms, our trainers and whatnot. I'd love to hear from them what they think about it because I do think it's free publicity for the gym. On every member that's there, you're going out to all of their social media channels. Oh, where does Rizz work out at? Oh my God, he's at wherever. Like, people are interested in that. I film myself doing headstands throughout the year because I enjoy that, but that's in my
at home.
Yeah, it's at home. So it's a little different, but I'm doing it because I like to showcase something that's fun for me to do. And I have been pretty rusty lately because I haven't done them as much. So it is a thing where I go, I'm getting better at this or whatever.
Well, I get, some people are like, well, it's maybe to show if your form's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could always ask somebody, hey, is my form okay?
Or look in a
There's
mirror.
also usually mirrors everywhere.
Yeah, they usually
Right.
mirrors there for that reason.
I bet you most people don't care, though. I mean, I think it's a loud minority that are so upset, right?
Yeah, I think
For what? I don't want anybody filming me at the gym. I don't want to be part of your games.
it's also a little.
I know you don't in
uncomfortable,
theory, but let's say you're at the gym and like somebody's like filming whatever. You're not.
Guess you're not an alpha, dude.
You're just moving about your day. It's just everybody mind your
Yeah,
own business.
I'm minding my
That's
own
their
business.
it's
I
my
don't want to be
business.
in your business.
I know, but again, like if there's not a policy for it, you're in public. You're doing whatever.
See, if I did that though, I'd always be worried that if there was a gal in there, it's like I promise I'm not filming you. It's just me.
Well, that's those are
Yeah.
the videos that get all the
Likes.
the spins right now that are getting thrown in the algorithms is like all the offensive ones and the people arguing at the gym, and I've seen those a couple times, and you're like, half of this crap is just like you were waiting for somebody to say something so you could make a video out of it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the what I'm saying is I think the anger is a little blown out of
What's that
proportion.
machine where you put your legs in?
Hey!
Hip abduction.
The hip abduction.
Yeah.
Which one? The
It's where
Suzanne
you're
Summers?
spread
Dude,
eagle.
I'm
and
really
you're
good at
spreading
that.
your legs.
Sometimes when they're wide open, it feels like you are going to be abducted.
Being
Well,
a woman
and
on
they're-
those machines sucks so bad.
Yeah, well, and
It's not great to be a dude on
Yeah,
them. I'm
being
gonna
a
be honest
man on
with
it feels
It's
great.
pretty
there are
cool
videos,
as a man.
There are videos where a woman
man,
will have the camera facing herself doing those things. Off her shoulder, you'll see a guy just glance over, usually at the camera, and next thing you know, she's saying, "You're looking at me doing
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
It is fun to have a conversation with strangers when you are on that machine, though, because you're just crunching your legs and you're trying to make sure you keep eye contact the entire time.
I don't know. I think this year there's going to be a big backlash with some of these YouTubers that do these pranks in public.
Oh, the prank that thing is already happening. People getting their ass beat.
People are starting to get their ass beat, and people are really starting to push back. Like, hey, man, I don't want to be part of this.
Here's the funny thing, though, man. I bet you there is a percentage of those pranksters that are trying to get their ass beat because it makes a bigger video.
Oh, there's one guy, and I forget this guy's name. I want to look this guy up. But his thing is he goes to malls and he goes to public places and he tries to get people to do this. And he walks. He's a small white dude, and he walks around with this big, jacked black bodyguard. And whenever somebody tries to go up to him, the bodyguard steps in. And the kid's like,
because he's pranking people.
because he's trying to prank people and he's trying to get people
Right.
riled up. And then he puts it on his YouTube page.
Is it
Or-
Eric Kavanevsky?
No, if you say the name, I'm going to.
Jim.
Jack Daugherty?
That's it.
I was gonna say Jack.
Doherty something.
Daugherty.
There's a video of this guy at the mall. And he's like a kid. He's like in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe late teens. And he's going around like lunging, like he like was walking through the mall and he's like lunging at people. Like as if he's going to hit them.
15 years
And
old.
he's not smart because his face kind of has that look of.
He's got a very
it needs to
punchable face.
A very punchable face.
Is he 15?
Well, he is in this article. It says he's worth $7 million.
Okay.
Okay.
You seen the Ed Bassmaster dude?
Dude was born in 2003.
What a jerk.
So he's 20, 21.
The Ed Bassmaster character where he puts on like a Cosby sweater and he's got a mullet and he just goes into the gym and like walks around. He's a tiny dude, but he just walks around. He's powerlifter. He's like, he just looks at him and like, have you ever seen that guy? It's hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious, but I'm like, someone's got to beat the crap out of him in one of these days. But it is funny. He literally just goes into the gym with like Oakley's on and he's a tiny guy.
And he's looking to.
He's like all spread out and he doesn't ever, and he won't talk. He just like mocks them. He'll look at him, give him like a cockeyed look, like, like they're not lifting enough weight. And it's like these giant jack dudes that would just like destroy him in like 5 seconds.
This says that he made his fortune with sports tricks and viral videos, but maybe the viral videos of these.
Now, and listen, and like Kenny makes a good point. There should be no expectation of privacy in public. You know, people have the right to do. And I understand that part.
It's kind of what I'm saying.
I know.
I'm not
I get that
defending
part.
poor behavior.
But it's the gym part of it, and yes, the gym should have a policy.
Right,
Like, hey, man.
Yeah, and if they do follow the policy.
Okay, and if you want to record yourself, just keep me out of it.
Jen says on Twitter, she says, if you have to pay for a membership to be there, it's no longer a public space. Therefore, expecting filmed in public philosophy doesn't work. So it becomes private once you have to pay for.
I guess you're inside a private establishment. And if they have rules, no cameras.
Right, you have to abide by their rules, but it doesn't mean that it's not public.
Moon, will you look up Ed Bassmaster Gym and just put it up there real quick?
Bassmasters?
Ed Bassmaster.
That kid,
Gym.
that Jack kid. If you watch that video of him in the mall trying to lunge at people, and he's got a camera following him, and somebody steps up, and that his bodyguard gets right up
Put
there.
Jim after his name.
Yeah, this guy is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, this kid's got the most punchable face in the world.
This guy, he'll go in like jeans with.
Is he wearing a drug rug?
Oh yeah, and he does like the like the tricep thing, but he puts so much weight on it, it throws him around.
Yeah, just like sit right on a bench right in front.
Oh, I just tried to. Okay, I gotta watch that video. Ed Bassmaster.
He's trying to get his ass kicked. I mean, this is intentional.
And he's at a Gold's Gym.
Yeah,
asking for
it's
it.
like dudes that are professional bodybuilders.
I'm sharing it on the socials in case anybody cares about watching it.
Oh, they care.
Oh, they do. They do. Listen, again, I get the, out in public. You're allowed to, you're allowed to do what you want to do. Film, whatever. You're out. At the gym, just be mindful. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, by their standards, if you're on a company's property, you can't do anything. I mean, that's like saying you can't take pictures at Six Flags because you paid to be there. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but Six Flags has a rule where, hey, if they see your phone out on a ride, you're out of here.
Yeah, you got to buy the picture after the ride.
Yeah, but that's because of a danger. That's a danger to people. And again,
yeah, at
if
the
there's
gym,
a policy,
man, it's a danger of getting
if there's a policy, there's a policy.
Some hulked up guy's fist through your face.
But I mean, don't think that just because you paid to be somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, think that one through.
Yeah, again, I'm sure a lot of gyms have that policy. Hey, don't have your camera out. It's a place where we're supposed to be making weird faces, sweating in weird places. It's fine. Hey, one more story before we hit the break and crown our first Team Rizz member of the day. And we talked about this a little last year because there was a story where there was an Australian woman who was, I guess, she foraged for mushrooms and she cooked this big meal.
Oh, yeah.
And killed everybody. Yeah.
Man, I just read this story, and I don't know, Moon, you have one of those apps. Do you have one of those plant identifier apps on your phone?
What is it?
A plant identifier?
Oh, yeah, I have two, actually. Yeah. One tells me...
like, I have the Seek one.
Yeah, that's the one I told you to put the iNaturalist.
Seek.
And have you seen that? If you just take a photo now with your iPhone and you hit the little question mark, it'll tell you what plant, too.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Well, I have the Seek one.
I have this new one now.
Well, like if I'd like to take a picture of like a spider, here's what kind of spider it is.
Yeah, that's the Seek one. Now I have this one called Blossom that I have my my plants in, my bird nest fern, and like all of our plant. We became plant people.
Seek does that too. Seek does the plants too.
Well, this one, like I put in everything, and then it gives me a schedule on when we're supposed to feed and water the thing.
Neat.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Neat.
That's kind of neat.
Neat.
I might need
but
to look into that.
how much trust would you put into one of those apps?
100% trust.
Oh, you're all in.
Yep. Somebody smarter created this. I'm believing it.
What if it says this is a mushroom that is edible?
I'm eating it.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because even with the books that have all the information, if it's a mock mushroom or something, it's going to be tough to figure
Like,
that
this looks delicious. Let me take out my plant identifying app
Yes.
just to see. Oh, it is, according to this, edible.
And then I'm gone.
And then you're gone. A guy from Ohio. And this happened last year, and I guess the story is making the rounds now. A guy from Ohio almost killed himself after accidentally eating 4 poisonous mushrooms that his plant identifier app told him, yep, you're good to go, good to eat.
Can't trust anything these days.
Old Billy Hickman.
Billy Hickman.
Old Billy Hickman. Found the mushrooms while mowing his lawn last year. He took a picture of the mushroom cluster, uploaded the image to a plant identifier on his phone. The app said, yeah, these are giant puffballs. These are giant puffball mushrooms, an edible variety. He then cut them, brought them in, cooked them up, ate them with pasta that night. However, the mushrooms were not giant puffballs. They were poisonous mushrooms called destroying angels.
I had those in my yard.
Way different.
My plant identifier did show me the destroying angels because the cats were, this was last spring, I guess.
Oh.
And I was like, what the hell are these? Because they looked weird. And I got the plant app out and it said destroying angels. And you have to get your animals away from them too, because the spores, if you ingest the spores at all, it can cause like lung failure and all sorts of
And
stuff.
death. Can you pull up a picture of destroying angels?
Destroying.
Is that a metal band?
What a great
Yeah.
band name.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah, very
your quintessential cartoon mushroom here.
Yeah.
Amanita verosa, the death angel.
Well, and they look like. If I saw that, I wouldn't.
This
No,
looks
like
like
mushrooms.
a mushroom from the Smurfs. You know what I mean? Like it's just the cartoon. Like here, there's a mushroom.
Yeah. Get rid
There's
of
a
them.
mushroom. So the plant identifier said it was giant puffball, but no, it was the destroying angel.
I mean, they do look. There's some that can look similar to the puffball.
I think
Giant
Mary
puffball.
Queen Mandig Resner, isn't her side band called Destroying Angels?
Here's a giant puff. First of all, this destroying angel mushroom doesn't look anything like a puff or a ball.
But
What
if
do you see? There's some round ones that.
But if you didn't know, and your app said, "Yeah, this is a giant puffball,"
I would find a second source before I started eating.
well, this dude was
wild
like,
things.
"Yum yum, get me some."
How to Destroy Angels is her
How to
band.
destroy angels. This guy, yep, I'm gonna cook these up. 8 hours later, dude starts vomiting uncontrollably,
Oh my God.
severe pain.
Can we all just get on board and agree to not eat yard mushrooms?
Yard
Yeah,
shrooms?
I've been on board.
No.
Rafe's gonna
Right.
push back.
I got to draw the line somewhere.
Don't tread on me. I'm going to eat these mushrooms.
Telling me I can't eat mushrooms that grew wild on my property?
They're my property.
Come on.
You get a little
man.
pushback from
That's all right.
that part of the room.
I really
It's
don't
in
want
the
you to do it, though.
Constitution.
It is. You're right.
So 8 hours later, after he ingests these things, he's vomiting uncontrollably,
That sucks.
experiencing severe pain. He says, he said, if you're sick and you feel better afterwards and you get some rest and like, ooh, whatever I ate, kind of cleared out. He goes, there was no relief. He goes, the pain was excruciating, it was awful. His wife photographed the mushrooms, like, hey, this is what he ate, and send a picture to poison control. They were like, you need to take him to the hospital immediately.
Go now.
and she didn't eat the mushrooms. Good for her. Like she sounds like she didn't.
At the she was like, Billy, where'd you get these?
Yard.
Schnooks? The yard. Nope. All you, Billy.
They're not called inconvenient angels.
Yeah.
Destroying angels.
Heed the name.
So wife takes him to the urgency room. They told him, or they told her, like, start making arrangements.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
That'd be a wild.
They're called Meet the Angels.
That's a wild ride.
Yeah.
Start making arrangements.
Destroying people mushrooms.
And by the way, the doctors said that in front of Bill.
Start making arrangements?
Start making arrangements.
Oh.
Wow.
Arrangements to move rooms? What are we talking about?
And Bill's like, when I heard that and knew how I felt, he said, yep, that's probably what's going to happen. That's how bad he felt. So his kidneys were shutting down. His liver was shutting down.
Oh, my goodness. Man.
Thank God they transferred him to a hospital in Cleveland. And a doctor over there who has treated dozens of people poisoned by mushrooms helped secure this, like, experimental antidote. Like, not FDA approved.
Mm-hmm.
The antidote is an extract from a milk thistle plant.
Great
And
for pollinators.
you need to, I guess, get it to whoever has been poisoned, like, quickly to counter the effects of whatever toxins the mushrooms got inside you. Ideally, no later than 72 hours after you ingest the mushrooms. And this dude recovered.
Good.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It is amazing that there's, you have the poisonous plant, and then there's another plant that will counteract that.
It's amazing that people still eat foraged mushrooms.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I'm
The Missouri
telling you, though,
Conservation website has some good breakdowns on both of those, so it's worth looking into the complete difference of them and knowing.
Is the juice worth the squeeze? I don't know.
morels are so good, though. I mean, I will forever want to forage those and fry them up.
Yeah, those are good. That's
All right.
about it, though.
And they're very distinctive.
They are. They do have a poisonous twin, though.
Yeah.
Do they?
Portobello.
Yeah, they won't kill you, but they'll make you not feel well.
I love me some mushrooms.
I like them, but I don't like them that much. It's they did that in Nashville. They fried up. They went out in the woods after a rain. We were all at Chelsea's house. They fried up some mushrooms on the mushroom identifier, and they're like,
No.
try some. And I'm like, no.
I'm not
Like,
going to roll the dice.
because on the identifier apps, it'll say, like, this is because, like, it'll tell you if it's a psychedelic mushroom, too. Because you can go find those in the woods.
That's what I'm talking about.
But then it'll also, right next to the site, this is 80% psychedelic mushroom, 20% a mushroom that causes diarrhea, vomiting. It'll tell you, like, the side effects if they're wrong. And I'm just like, it's not
Are
worth
you willing?
It's just not worth it to me.
No. Of course it's not.
And almost all the mushrooms had, like, a poisonous similar twin.
Yeah, no. No, and I bring up the story, and they publicized the story of Billy Hickman because mushroom foraging has exploded in popularity over the last couple
I
of years.
had never heard of it before. And then we started talking about it on the show like 6 years ago about the morels. And I was like, what? This is a thing? And everybody had some family tradition that's 400 years old about searching for mushrooms in the woods.
Yeah.
I've never heard about this until recently.
Yeah, I didn't know about this, and then I found out we have family members that do this and have done it forever.
And we're holding out on us.
Yeah.
My
It's like, what?
stepdad does it when he hunts or whatever it is. I don't know when the best time to, but he took me out in the woods with my sister.
morels,
For
though.
morels.
For morels.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. But that's it. Other mushrooms, no way.
And those are good. I thought mushroom foraging was just when you needed to trim your pubes.
Thank you, Rafe.
That's very good.
Somebody needed to put a point on it.
All right, our first Team Rizz member of 2024 hails from Cedar Hill, Missouri. It's Dylan Tinsley. Congratulations, Dylan. Dylan is a huge fan of the Rizz Show, has converted plenty of family and friends into listeners by spreading the Rizz gospel far and wide, a regular Rizz evangelist. He and his fiancée listen to the show every morning while getting ready for work. Always make sure to catch up with podcasts for whatever they miss. Loves matchup with Moon, Rafe's E Memoriam, King Scott's painfully cheesy jokes.
Thank you.
And he appreciates the show's good mood and the individual personalities that are presented daily. Well, thank you, Dylan. Dylan Tinsley from Cedar Hill. First Team Rizz member. of 2024. Wow. Hey, if you sign up in 2023, you got to re-sign up for 2024. We throw all those entries out. Re-sign up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break in the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:13. Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Right lane is blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound at Earth City Expressway. And on the southern side, lane blocked due to a crash 270 eastbound before 44. Your point forecast. Today is a chilly day, partly sunny with a high of 43. Right now it is 28 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than St. Louis weather.
Lern, what do you got for us?
A-hole. Kimmel calls out Rogers. Did you smell what The Rock was cooking? The king gets dethroned. Sorry. And think about your favorite science fiction movie, because Rolling Stone magazine has listed out the 150 best sci-fi movies of all time, and we're going through the entire list. Just kidding. We're just going to talk about the top 10.
You done messed up, Aaron!
He did.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, porno birthday, all that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
Rizz.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow@1057thepoint.com. Instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. We'll talk to Chris Kerber in just a little bit. We got Crap on Celebrities and porno birthday. Crappy birthdays, your emails. We'll get to those. Yeah, I just want to say we have some cool stuff coming up this year. Mm-hmm. Some cool stuff on the books. Can't wait to announce some of these big events we have coming up. Man, and we have one thing I'm really excited about talking about. And hopefully by the end of the month, we'll have the details. I will say that 4 of the 5 of us are very excited about it. One of us, not so much. You know what I'm talking about, Lern?
I do, yeah.
I'll be honest, I do not.
I missed it.
Oh, no?
You guys know.
It's an event coming up in 2025 that we'll have to talk about soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That 4 of the 5 of us are excited about, and one of us is not. You still don't know?
One of us.
Oh.
What?
Are you out of your
man,
mind?
I'm so freaking stoked. I forgot. I was so excited, it blew right out of my mind.
No, it's something we've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
This guy is celebrating.
And one of us is not stoked.
One of us might not be participating. In fact, won't be participating.
Oh.
I'll participate twice.
Now I know. Wow. I'm rusty after this break.
Yeah, well, listen.
Good thing you're going to the Bahamas.
Good thing you're going to the Bahamas tomorrow.
You need a break, man. You need to chill
it's
out.
just like, dude, 2 days of work straight is...
I get it. It's brutal. I get it. 2 days of work straight, and then, I don't know, the rest of this week in the Bahamas and next week.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I appreciate you being so brave doing this.
You're going for 9 days?
Yeah, I was just telling King Scott.
That's a long trip.
In the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you do a 7-day vacation and 2 travel days, that 5 days, you're always like, gosh, dang it, I wish I had another day or 2.
Yeah.
We planned for it this time. I'm like, 2 travel days. So that's 8 full days of vacation.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's so cool.
I've never done that.
We did take a 9-day cruise once.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. The Disney one?
That's a
no,
long-
No.
You didn't do Disney.
That's a long time to be at sea, dude.
17, 18 years ago. A 9-day cruise. It left from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, all the way down to the Caribbean?
Went down to the Caribbean, did that whole thing.
Gotcha.
So it was like 2 days at sea each day, each leg. So like on the way there, it was 2 days. On the way back, it was 2 days just at sea, no stops.
I don't think I would like that.
Going pretty slow.
It was all right. By the end, I was like, enough. It's enough.
There's just nothing about the Northern Atlantic that sounds awesome. You know what I mean?
Well, Newfoundland or something.
Fishing.
Well, Newfoundland, we didn't go up that far.
I know, but I'm saying like that would be awesome.
Okay.
up
You know
there.
where Brooklyn, New
You got me
York
there.
is?
I know, but Northern Atlantic.
He's like, yeah, Greenland, Swiss Alps. Like,
I thought that's what you're talking about.
need a map.
well.
No. Who did we talk to that went on an Alaskan cruise? Oh, Captain Jim. Remember we talked to Captain Jim?
Oh, yeah.
He went on an Alaskan cruise, and we were both like, "Cool, man!"
That's
It was
awesome.
He goes, "I hated it."
No, that was the worst thing
He
I've
goes,
ever
"It was the worst thing I've ever done."
My mom did it and is just continuously raved and said that Alaska's still the greatest
Yeah,
place she's ever seen.
my in-laws did it. They went on an Alaskan cruise. They said it was great.
She liked it more than Hawaii.
Yeah.
I remember Jim was saying something about that. Yeah, we went whale watching. I saw water. It was cold. Very cold water.
Yeah.
He hated it.
He hated it. Dude. He was so bummed. But
We
he's
were
a,
both
he's a
talking. I'm
Florida
like,
guy.
"Oh man, cool."
He's a-
No, it's the worst.
He's a Florida guy.
Greg Warren he went to Alaska to do a bunch of shows and it's a joke, but he literally went on a night whale watching trip.
A night.
And he goes,
They glow at
I think
night.
we saw a lot. I'm not gonna be honest, I'm not sure. The
They're
guy on the
out
boat
there.
said there was a bunch of whales out there, so
A night whale watching trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway, so some announcements will be made regarding various upcoming events soon, including one in 2025 when we need to kind of prepare a year out,
yeah.
basically, for this thing. Speaking of preparing, planning ahead, I was looking at the concert calendar, like the St. Louis concert calendar. Like not just point shows, because there are some good point shows coming up, but as far as what's coming to town, if you're a country music fan, if you're a pop music fan, if you're a classic rock fan, got some good stuff coming through town.
Like?
Like, for example, Busch Stadium. What's the big show at Busch Stadium this year?
Oh, Def Leppard.
Def Leppard Journey, July 6th. They haven't made any more Busch Stadium announcements as far as concerts go.
No, but some are coming down the pipe.
Oh, really?
One I'm very excited
Can you
about.
write it down?
Yeah.
Because I have no patience.
Oh.
I too have.
Can I
no
do Mad
patience.
Libs? No.
Is this something that's going to be announced soon?
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah,
another
so
one.
I know about that one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew by your excitement.
Can you lift that up again?
That's at Bush?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll do well.
Good for them.
I think it'll do well. I think that band needs to have a good opener, though.
I was going to say, what's the support? They
need to have a good opener.
Hey, the 2SG is available.
Do you know the support bands?
I don't.
Oh, it's got to be something. It's got to be a hell of a package.
Shafitz, Zach Brown Band coming April 6th. Anybody a fan of the Zach Brown Band?
I like his band.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about him.
He's got some good
That's
songs.
the guy with the big beard. Or the big. Is that the big beard guy?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
some
And I think he has one less
tunes.
person will be traveling with him because he's got a divorce. So.
Greta Van Fleet coming to Shafitz April 27th. The Dome at America Center.
Who's coming?
Pink,
Oh, yeah.
April 10th.
She's great.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I hear that's a pretty damn good show.
It's like Cirque
Big
du
show.
Soleil.
Yeah.
She rules as a person.
Like
she's-
there's a lot of theatrics when it comes to that. Enterprise Center, February 6th, you got the Eagles. Olivia Rodrigo, March 12th. Tim McGraw, March 22nd.
That's cool.
Where's that?
Enterprise.
Enterprise. Zach
Man.
Bryan. Zach Bryan playing 2 days in Enterprise.
I can't imagine. I mean, I would assume that the Eagles with a good package could play Bush. I would think that that's a Bush
They've done it.
Stadium thing.
They've
They
done
have?
it before. Yeah, right before Glenn Fry died. That was the last show with Glenn Fry was at Busch Stadium.
And it didn't sell great?
No, it did. It did well.
Man,
That was like 2008 or 9.
Yeah. AJR, who are they?
That's an alternative.
that's
band.
Corey's
they've been
favorite
around.
band, man.
Corey from DBs?
Yeah, they're like super fun.
They like
they're like
chill.
a Judah and the Lion, but with like different drugs.
Yeah, and-
like Adderall.
They're one of those bands that,
Adderall, okay.
Instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like they're hyper. Like
Yeah.
it's like a
and they have a lot more songs than you realize that
terrible,
you know.
terrible way to
What band
describe
is it?
that. and at the s-
AJR?
Terrible way to describe that, and at the same time, I think I'm pretty accurate.
Stands for
No.
Adderall Jr.
I listen. I've heard of them. I'm sure if I heard one of their songs, I would go, oh, okay.
You've heard it at Urban Outfitters. If you ever walked in an Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, if Judah and the Lion,
Have you ever walked into an Urban Outfitters and thought, I'd love to hear this live?
That's AJR?
You're buying a
Yeah.
$270 sweater. It costs
it's-
$10 to make.
they're hits. Like they're it's a good jam. What are they playing?
Enterprise.
Wow,
I didn't know they're one of
July
those bands
6th.
that still
missed a lot.
plays
Even,
massive shows. That's crazy.
Well, you said Zach Bryan sold out 2
Zach Bryan is May 2nd and 3rd
At Enterprise.
at Enterprise.
He kind of blew up.
At the Factory, Wheeler Walker Jr., April 4th, who I do like.
Oh, yeah, we confused the hell out of him one time.
Man, he was great in studio.
He was great.
Forest Park, you got Evolution Festival with the bands and artists to be announced. That's September 28th and 29th. At the Amphitheater, dude, Hootie and the Blowfish, I would totally go to that, June 1st.
Nice.
Sticks and Foreigner, totally go to that, June 18th. New Kids on the Block, that's
It's a new group.
that's
the Boys to Men New Kids on the Block package.
There you go.
I was saying it's an urban New Kids on the Block cover band.
That's not a bad name for like a hip hop group. I love that.
It said New Kids on the Block, but they're doing Metallica's Black Album.
It's dope. New Kids on the Block. They're coming June 22nd. Earth, Wind, and Fire in Chicago.
I go to that show, dude.
July
That show
10th.
will rip.
Yeah,
It's like 37 people in Chicago, dude. It's
crazy. Yeah,
insane.
but they're missing Peter Cetera.
well,
You don't miss
they make
him.
up for
I
it.
would
You don't
1,000%.
miss him.
You don't miss them.
Get out of
You
here.
not miss him. Oh,
took-
that's horse
Get the
poop.
out of here.
Yeah, I don't,
seen it.
I
It's
don't-
okay.
I'm not sure about that. There are some bands.
Do they do the Cetera songs?
Sure.
There's some bands you
Yeah.
can't lose members and call it the same band.
But Chicago's
I think
like
that's kinda
it's
one.
like an amorphous band that's changed like 37 times or something.
True.
It's right.
Yeah.
I was blown away at how the difference songs I didn't know that were Chicago songs, and also like just the vast soundscape.
Oh,
Of that
80s.
band.
Dude, I
Yeah,
like
they did a
early,
lot.
I like 70s Chicago. I like 80s Chicago,
Yeah,
too.
dude.
80s Chicago, 90s Chicago ruined me because when my mom and my stepdad started dating, their like love band was Chicago, and so my mom would be like listening in her T-topped Firebird to all those like 90s and 80s Chicago songs, and I was just a kid, and I was like, this sucks so hard, like I hate it. But the early 70s Chicago, that's where it's at.
Saturday.
When did David Foster
in
come?
the park.
That's
That's
what I like.
80s.
David Foster?
Yeah.
I'm a David Foster Chicago guy.
I like that. I like.
Does
Which is-
anybody
which is
know
why I don't
what
wanna-
time it is?
Which is why I don't want to see the band not as that band. Because for me, that's what that band is, and I don't want it another.
Like
another version.
You're the inspiration.
Oh God, that song! Get the hell out of here, dude.
Oh, I
That's
love
all
that
that she
too.
was
Sorry,
listening
David
to.
Foster knew how to write hits.
July 23rd, Alanis Morissette. Would totally see that. July 30th, Chili Peppers.
Yes,
What day of the week is that?
it's a Thursday.
Yeah, we're taking
or
the Friday
Tuesday.
off on
Yeah,
That's a for sure.
Year
Summertime,
of
good time.
weekday shows.
What's
please.
it for sure?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers is July 30th. We're taking the 31st off. Because I'm going to let my freak flag fly.
I'll be right there with
Yeah,
you.
70 Chicago was lit, dude. I'm sorry. I just pulled up all the songs and I'm like, woo!
25 or 6 to 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Great
Everybody
song.
needs a little time away.
If you leave me now,
He's stuck in the 80s, man. I'll do all Chicago.
From me
if you
to
leave me now is a banger, dude.
Oh God.
But I think that's
Oh, baby, please don't go.
but I think that's
geez.
80s. That's 80s Chicago.
No,
Even lovers
1976.
is
bro.
Oh, it's on the
76?
cut.
Okay.
All right,
All
all
right.
right. I gotta be okay with it.
It's got an 80s sound.
It does.
That was when that came out. That was the foretelling what,
Oh, you
what
don't like
Chicago
that
was
song?
going to become.
No,
Is that what-
it's-
that got Jill
that
too
was
horned up?
also, Yeah,
That was a preview.
Jerry and Jill were real hot with Chicago in the mid to late 90s. Ugh.
30 Seconds to Mars, August 2nd. Creed, August 9th. Green Day, August 15th. And August 31st is Sammy Hagar.
I'm going to that Creed show. I want to see that.
I've seen them.
Yeah. Been a long time.
Yeah, and I actually saw them a couple times back in the early 2000s. Good.
Played Point Fest, right? Creed did? Like I don't know.
Ooh,
I feel like maybe I could have mismemories.
I don't think so. No. But some good stuff coming
Creed,
through.
Point Big Summer Show.
No, I don't think they ever played Point Fest. I could be wrong.
The Point presents a Big Summer Show featuring Creed, Summer of '99. No. Nope, sorry.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so what streaming services do you have? Do you have all of them? Or did you just get rid of one?
I think I've got them all except for Hulu, and I'm not sure how that happened because I thought I got one of them tri-bundles with whatever, but maybe I canceled the ESPN and it took Hulu with it.
Dude, people are ditching their streaming services because the price is too damn high.
Well, I don't
going
have all. Of
outside.
them. I don't have Paramount. I don't have. What's the other one that's kind of like that?
Peacock?
I have
Peacock.
Peacock. I have Peacock. That's cheap. That's only like $4.99 or something, and I have that for the EPL. My big ones are Apple, Netflix, here and there, and Disney.
Well, there was a big article in the Wall Street Journal. They reported that streaming cancellations were up almost 6.5% in November. And that's up from 5% a year earlier. So 25% of people who subscribe to Apple TV Plus, Amazon's Prime Video, Max, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus have canceled at least 3 of those services in the last 2 years.
I just canceled Apple. Got it for a month. Binged what I wanted. I'm out.
Yo, and I also have Max. Bang for buck, Max, HBO, and Apple Plus, I think, have the best programming for the dollars that you're spending.
Hulu has HBO Max, though, right? Like, you can bundle that? That's...
Yeah, you can do that with, I think, any service, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, would you have any idea if you had all those services, how much the monthly cost would be?
Tina and I talked about this because, when you're splitting the bills, she's like, "What? I pay for the internet. Maybe we should split that." And I go, "I pay for all of our streaming." She's like, "Well, that's not that much." And I go,
"Take a look.
Let me show you."
So all those services: Apple TV Plus, Prime Video, Max, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Disney
have all
Plus.
of them.
How much
is it a month? I have the number.
I think I did the math, and I'm paying like $150 a month for all my streaming services, plus like the Apple. I think it's like a storage thing with my Apple TV. Also, like a certain amount of like cloud storage that comes with it, or
2
something.
terabytes or something.
So it's $112.42.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I'm just.
So you probably got some add-ons.
I think I'm just under $100. Hey, you got to pay attention though.
But I also pay more for Netflix because her parents are on it. My mom's on it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat mentioned you can get Max included with AT&T accounts. So, you got to check that stuff.
I just did it.
Because I have Max for free with that. And I like I said, I had the Disney bundle, which came with ESPN and Hulu. And I pay the yearly, so I get the $10 off or $20 off, whatever it is. So, you can manipulate that. You don't have to be...
A little bit.
Like my dad, who refuses to do any sort of research or keeping up, and he's still paying $190 for cable, like it's 1989.
You can manipulate it, but it's always... There's a timeline. It's just like... It became the thing you wanted to get away from. It is just like cable.
Exactly.
My brother just got YouTube TV. Was futzing around with that at his house. And that's got all the local channels, too.
Yeah.
My friends
but
got
it's
that.
expensive,
It's like $50
a
month. I mean, it's like you're basically paying for cable.
Yeah.
But I have...
Then if you add NFL...
I probably have 20 reminders on my phone. Cancel or upgrade or whatever it is, and they'll pop up like 2 weeks before to give me ample time to procrastinate.
Right, man. I think the McNews do this too, where they'll cancel Hulu. Mm-hmm. They'll turn it on once a year, catch up on everything they want to catch up on, and then they move to the next. They basically have one app at a time.
Well, I just saw they put a teaser out for what's that one with Adam Scott?
Severance. Oh my gosh, I saw that yesterday.
It's returning?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just put out the teaser for the second season.
Yeah, it was good.
I bet streamer services will start to kind of crack down on people like me, though, because I can't be like the minority. I think most people will binge what they want from streaming services and kind of rotate through all of them kind of the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure one day they're going to get sick of that and be like, go to an annual package where you have to do it annually or something like that.
Well, they keep raising the prices on these things. That's why you're seeing these cancellations.
Yeah.
And that's why also it's people are going to roll the dice and to say, you know what, I'll get the annual package because at least it's built in, and even if they have increase, it won't go up right now.
Dude, and it would be great if they really wanted to split, and I don't know how they would make money and benefit from this, which is obviously what it's going to take for them to do it, but wouldn't it be great if you could do it categorically? So remember, cable used to be like, I had a Comedy Central channel, I had a HBO movie channel, I had whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, if I could get rid of all the comedy on Netflix, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Please, stop feeding me that. And if that's what you're spending your money on, like Spotify spent all that money on podcasting, which did not... It just hurt artists. It hurt musicians that they built on the backs of artists. I would do that. Like if Netflix could only give me the creepy shows, the Stranger Things, the Peaky Blinders, that kind of stuff. Like let me just pay for the creepy crap.
Well, that's
on Netflix and the dramas on Apple and you know what I'm saying?
What is that horror channel? The horror streaming service. It's like there's Chiller or something or Slasher. Like I get what you're saying. Like genre-wise.
What the hell is it called?
What if they split it into genres? What if they split it
You know,
into
that's not
genres
a
or
bad idea.
categories? Because then maybe they could make even more
Shudder.
money. Because
Shudder.
if you wanted it all, you're paying $30 a month. But I only want $10 a month.
Yeah.
Worth-
Listen,
worth
who
of
knows?
Netflix.
It may come to that.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I told you forever, man. It was like 2 years there where we almost dropped Netflix because it was just I never watched it. And then Stranger Things happened, and
They
my
got
daughter was
some
like,
good
"You
stuff on
can't
Netflix,
do
man.
it."
I know.
There's a couple things I
tried.
downloaded for my trip back east on Netflix. All right, today's January 3rd, back in the day, 51 years ago, 1973, the New York Yankees were purchased by George Steinbrenner for how much money? I will tell you that the Yankees right now are worth $7.1 billion.
Golly.
In 1973, how much did George Steinbrenner buy the Yankees for?
$1 million.
$3 million.
I'm going to say $30 million.
$12 million.
Wow.
What a return on the investment.
Yeah.
We bet.
47 years ago, 1977, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak incorporated Apple Computer Incorporated. Still around, right? Apple?
They're doing all right.
I don't know.
They're getting by.
Couple $2-3 trillion worth.
41 years ago, 1983, the game Plinko debuts on The Price is Right.
Love Plinko, dude.
Everybody loves Plinko.
I love.
That's the game.
Is that where you put it in the tap and it
Yeah,
comes down?
that's the game.
Pink, 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 pink.
34 years ago, 1990, ousted Panamanian leader Manuel Noriega surrendered to U.S. forces 10 days after cowering like a little Panamanian girl in the Vatican's diplomatic mission following the U.S. invasion of Panama. 33 years ago, 1991, Blossom premieres on NBC, starring Mayim Bialik. Lasted 5 seasons. 28 years ago, 1996. God, this would be a great trivia question. 1996, the first flip phone was released. Can anybody name what it was?
A Motorola.
Nexto?
28 years ago, 1996, the first flip phone was out. What was
the?
it?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Southwestern Bell.
No, it was the Motorola StarTech.
Okay, yeah.
StarTech. Wow.
The
Great
Motorola
trivia
StarTech. And 20 years ago, in 2004, Britney Spears marries her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, at the Little White Chapel in Las Vegas. She then sobered up, had it annulled 2 days later. I believe he went to jail last year for stalking Britney.
Damn.
Yeah, remember he tried to crash a party or something.
Yeah, tried to crash, some kind of party. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Yesterday, Aaron Rodgers appeared on the Pat McAfee show and took a shot at Jimmy Kimmel, suggesting that his name would be on the Jeffrey Epstein's client list that's dropping soon. He said, a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't come out. He added, I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I will definitely be popping some sort of bottle. Then, last night, Kimmel shot back at Rodgers for the accusations with threatening legal action against the quarterback on Twitter, saying, Dear a-hole, for the record, I've not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brain wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court.
Ron, where are you? Where is Ron right now?
It's Pat McAfee.
Oh, I don't know what
get
that
it.
is.
Why-
Is that sports?
Cappy.
What a douchebag move! Like, why? Does he have some sort of beef? Was there a beef
Almost
already
like
that I
all
don't know
the
about?
bad reports about Aaron Rodgers over the years are true.
But that's weird.
I've
Like,
been
did
saying he's like an a-hole for years.
I think there was.
did they have beef or something?
No, but I think Jimmy Kimmel's
What?
name has been floated around in that.
I didn't think it was.
Why would you put that?
They've
out?
had stuff.
There's
in the
another
past.
late night
they
guy
have.
that's on
Oh,
there.
okay.
There was something else that happened in the. I think Jimmy Kimmel made fun of him, probably for the back. not
Probably
getting
for the back.
vaxxed.
Yeah, not getting
Yeah.
vaccine.
There's
That's
another
sure.
late night guy though that I've seen his name floating around, but not. I don't think Kimmel was on.
Well, hundreds of sealed court filings pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein and his island and all the sex trafficking that was happening there are going to be made public this week.
Well, that's all like Bill. What did they say? Bill Clinton, is
Prince Andrew.
is John Doe number 36. And now I'm looking on social media. They're trying to figure out who Jane Doe 107 is.
Oh, boy.
They're saying it's somebody famous,
Well, that list is going
like
to come out soon.
a household name.
In other news, Dwayne Johnson returned to the WWE on Monday night, making a surprise appearance at Raw. The crowd definitely smelled what he was cooking. The Rock shocked fans at the Pechanga Arena in San Diego when he interrupted Jinder Mahal. I'm not into wrestling anymore, so I'm screwing everybody up.
Jinder Mahal, I think.
Jinder Mahal. Well, they were having an anti-American rant, and The Rock came up and wanted to open a can of whoop ass. At one point, The Rock was able to get the crowd to call Mahal a douchebag over and over again in a unified chant. Ultimately, a brawl between the guys broke out, but The Rock ended things quickly with the spine buster, followed by his signature's People's Elbow.
Oh,
yes, the People's Elbow.
Safe to say everybody loved it. WWE's YouTube upload of The Rock's return received 1.3 million hits in the first 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon Osbourne said that on her family's podcast that she's open to a touring Ozfest revival, noting that it does come down to the realistic expectations from bands and managers. Sharon said, it's great for fans, it's brilliant. But why is it when it comes to us that everybody thinks that we are trillionaires, so that every manager who wants their band on the festival wants effing trillions that they think that we've got to put into the festival?
Man, back in the day, Ozfest was so cool.
It was so cool.
It was so cool. Back in like the late 90s, was it 98, 99, 2000?
Well, there's all these solitary or sedentary.
These one-off festivals.
Yeah, one-off festivals.
That's the thing now.
And they pay their headliners a few million a piece, and then they sprinkle some money somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But if you remember the Warped Tour and you remember all these tours that were going on, maybe besides Family Values, yeah, sure, there was a headliner or two that was really big. But these were bands that were putting huge packages of 35, 45, 95 bands together. Nobody was making money.
Family Values was a winter thing. I'm talking like the summer, like we used to look forward to Lollapalooza.
Right.
When it toured.
When it toured.
Right. But if you look at the scale of the tours now.
Yes, Scott, very good.
That's why these bands that are getting hundreds and hundreds of thousands each amphitheater show, they want to do this tour and they want to do it for $600K a show.
Man, I remember seeing
what are you talking about? Nobody got that for Warped.
Pantera, everybody.
Well, Slipknot on a side stage back in 1999.
That's what I mean. And they were getting $3,500 a day. But they're not going to do that now for less than $2.5 million.
And I just remembered like it was at the PNC Bank Art Center. It was this band called Hey Dude. There's like 9 guys in masks and uniforms on the side stage, and they're throwing duty at each other.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. We went to those festivals as an opportunity to see some of our favorite upcoming bands, our favorite new bands, and even maybe get exposed to a bunch of new bands. That was the point. That's not the structure of what is happening now.
Yeah.
Now we're used to paying $600 to go to a festival with headliners that are getting paid millions.
Yeah, a 3-day festival in where would you?
Indio, California, wherever.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's why Warped isn't around. That's why these tours aren't around, because it's not the same structure.
I'm just saying, back in the day, when those Lollapaloozas rolled through, when it was the Horde Fest, Lilith Fair to some extent.
They were awesome.
They're cool.
We used to look, oh man, Lollapalooza is going to be, Randall's Island.
When it came to St. Louis, too, because I went to a couple of Ozfests at the amphitheater, and you were jacked when St. Louis actually got put on the map.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always going to be St. Louis. Sometimes it would be Kansas City or wherever.
And it was huge for making the careers of some bands.
Right.
My band, we benefit. I did like 11 Warped Tours. And without Warped Tour, we wouldn't have been the band. We wouldn't have had the successes that we did. And we didn't get paid anything.
Well, even if you look at the early days of like Lollapalooza, you'd see like Rage Against the Machine played the first or second Lollapalooza on a side stage, and they
wild.
It's so cool.
So cool.
Well, I hope it happens, but I also like the transparency that Sharon is trying to say. Like, hey, we don't have millions of dollars for you guys. If you want this to happen, you got to kind of meet us halfway. And I don't think that's unfair at all. I think, and that would make fans like us pretty jacked. So.
Yeah, what she's saying is definitely
and that
real.
way they can also have the ticket prices correct.
Exactly.
Well.
Yeah, and again, you were seeing 55 bands for $27.
That's
or
insane.
$35 or something silly.
Just wild.
Taylor Swift dethroned Elvis Presley for the most weeks at #1 on the 200 Billboard chart by a solo artist with 68. 1989's Taylor's version sits atop the chart for its 5th consecutive week. Dolly Parton,
good for her.
It is good. I know.
Glad
Elvis
she had
is
some kind
rolling
of
over.
break finally.
Dolly Parton is a national treasure. This is a really sweet story. A Utah man named LeGrand Gold was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer in 2021. And just before the holidays, he was given 6 months to live. So he put together a bucket list, and meeting Dolly Parton was at the top of it. She couldn't be there in person, but she did call him, and she serenaded him with a few lines of "I will always love you," tossed in his nickname LG. And LeGrand says, quote, "She sang a song, put my name in the song. I feel like I'm immortal now." And it was really cool.
Did you see the video of it?
Yeah.
Ah, super sad.
Super sad, but hey, what a sweetheart for her to do that. Couple of offset things here. First of all, Mickey Mouse hit the public domain on Monday. And so because of that, now we're going to have all these murderous Mickey Mouse movies. The first one to come out is going to be called Mickey's Mousetrap, where Mickey Mouse, a guy in a mask, goes on a killing spree. And it looks cheesy as hell. It's all about like a chick's 21st birthday. She's stuck at an amusement arcade and she's getting killed by Mickey. You'll probably watch it.
Do you understand the implication? Like, Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain. That's
so we can start printing shirts with that?
Just the 1928 cartoon.
Like the Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, if I look up Cleveland Steamboat Willie on Pornhub right now, I guarantee it's on there.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
How did it happen? How did that lapse? Or is that something that legally has to be?
Legally, is it 100 years?
Yeah.
It's like the Happy Birthday song or something like that?
Yeah, legally.
And then cannot be purchased? It has to be public domain forever?
They fought it for, because I think in the 70s it was eligible and they kept winning somehow. Then it's finally.
That's kind of absurd.
Somehow Disney had the money to win those.
He's grandfathered in.
I'm not sure where I fall on that.
I want to look up what the point of it is, because it seems absurd.
Yeah.
They just wanted to control it. I mean, think about how big that brand is.
Yeah, but
As they should.
I understand why Disney would want to control it.
I'm saying the public domain thing automatically 100 years, like 2 generations easily lives within 100 years. It's very strange to have built something and then have a law that takes it from your legacy.
Right. I don't know. Help. Somebody find out. Kiss's first Avatar concert will debut in 2027. And apparently, when they talked about this at their end of the road tour, people are like, these avatars suck. And so they're already kind of making updates to what the avatars will look like by that tour in 27.
Exclusive rights are subject to a time and generally expire 70 years after the author's death or 95 years after publication in the United States. Works published before January 1st, 1928 are in the public domain.
That's so weird. I don't... that's going to change.
It was just weird.
These are laws that were made in the 30s.
Yeah, if it's a company that's still going strong, I'd understand if the company was disbanded and it wasn't around anymore, but that's odd.
Yeah, it is odd. That stuff will change.
Is that the reason why It's a Wonderful Life is so popular, because it was in the public domain and whatever network?
But I don't know if it was in public domain, because I'm not sure it was a public domain thing, but it was something close to that. But I'm not sure if that was because of some random duration thing.
What do you mean? Like they couldn't air it?
No, they could air it
without paying, without having to get permissions or pay certain licensing fees. I think they still paid something, but it was cheap,
right?
And that's why they would play it on rerun, because it was like Christmas programming, and it was and that's what made that movie that movie.
Like, it's not a very good film, but
that doesn't mean
they played the crap out of it.
It doesn't mean that who doesn't own it wasn't making money, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into it more. But
I mean, there's the implications culturally. Like, A Christmas Carol's public domain, and reason we can have Scrooged, and we can have all these. It becomes such a cultural touchstone and iconic thing that it's like you wouldn't have any of those if people had to buy the rights for it every single time they wanted to do A Christmas Carol. You wouldn't see it. Also ingrained in the culture. So that's probably, I would assume, why. They're like, if something's still around after 100 years and has any kind of cultural, I hate to say impact, but...
like, is there anybody in the Dickens...
Yeah, like the Dickens family.
The Dickens family?
Yeah, we are taking a Dickens right now, quite frankly, from public domain. Calm down, Lyle Dickens.
Yeah, I'd love to hear arguments.
All right, well, think about this.
On both sides. I never thought about it before.
Something you wrote, makes money for a certain amount of time, then you die, and then
my kids don't get that?
But then maybe your kids die.
Okay, and their kids don't get that?
Maybe there's no more in the lineage. There's no more estate.
What do you mean there's no more estate? There's plenty of estate. Believe me, I have enough kids. We're living forever.
Okay.
Use me as an example.
The Dickenses.
I'm living forever on this
Bruce
planet.
Bruce Dickens' son is Charles Dickens' son.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
All right, and finally, we're going to go around the room. What is your favorite science fiction movie of all time? Rizz.
So I can only pick one?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
All right, 2. You get 2.
No, I've got 5.
What about 20?
Give me
I wrote down a bunch.
give
I
me
knew you were
like
gonna
your
ask.
top 3.
Okay. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Also on my list.
Okay. I'm going to say Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
Great.
So good. That's a top dinner.
And man, I was trying to, and I wanted to give a curveball.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to throw like a weird one,
Yeah.
the weird one in there.
Let's see it.
The Fifth Element.
Yeah, good one.
Okay.
All right.
Cute.
That was
Andy.
Maybe not
watched
my
a ton.
favorite. Maybe not my favorite, but I'm gonna put that in like my top 10.
Yeah, it's a cool
But it's
one.
probably one of those movies you've seen more than almost any other film, even of the ones you really love.
I
It's like
love
one of
that
those films
movie.
that's on the background. You just
Don't you love that movie?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Scott, what's yours?
Mine is They Live. I love that film.
Yeah.
In the 80s. That one is so good.
They Live. Is
And
that?
I've seen it at least
Roddy
twice
Piper?
a year.
John Carpenter.
That's the bubble-
longest fight
bubble
scene
gum?
in any movie.
Yeah, it's such a ridiculous fight scene, but the concept is very, very fascinating, and I always love that. And then, obviously, the humorous stuff like Hitchhiker's Guide, the one that was done in
gosh.
early 2000, that one was such a
Yeah.
fun film and hilarious. And then, let's see, E.T.
E.T.?
I think would be
That's on my
there
list.
as well. That
Dude,
had an impact in
Hitchhiker's
my life.
Guide. So that with
That movie's incredible.
Sam,
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Did that
I-
get its due? Because
no.
I don't
No.
know.
I
I read some of the book, and the
I
book
read
is
the whole.
cool.
I read the whole series, the Hitchhiker series. I
did
think the
not.
movie did not do well.
It didn't do as well as it should because it's really
And
cool.
Martin Freeman's in it. I mean, he's
And
phenomenal.
Zoe Deschanel.
Sam Rockwell
yeah.
in it is
He's
that
hilarious.
single-handedly will make you a fan
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
of Sam Rockwell.
Rafe, what about you?
Predator, Aliens, Terminator 2,
Heck yeah.
and my dark horse, Ice Pirates.
Okay.
Ice Pirates. What
Remember
the
that
hell is
movie,
that?
dude?
No.
Yeah. Oh, bull crap, dude.
What is Ice Pirates?
Bro, it's Robert Ulrich.
Going around
Where-
stealing frozen water?
Where like it was like on KPLR as a kid, dude. I used to love that movie where the two robots have a dance off.
Oh, Robert
in the middle.
Ulrich. Okay. What TV show was he on?
Spencer for Hire.
Spencer for Hire.
Dude, if you haven't seen Ice Pirates, you're depriving yourself of the best Star Wars knockoff.
Hey, it's
of
free
all
with
time.
ads on YouTube.
There you go. Moon, what about you?
Well, so I had Empire on there. I had Terminator 2 on my list. But I'll tell you, my top... And I consider The Prestige, Christopher Nolan's The Prestige,
Sure.
science fiction. And that's just one of my favorite movies in general.
Inception.
But my top 3 will be The Matrix,
Oh God, The Matrix.
The
Yep.
Matrix.
Yep.
Christopher Nolan's Interstellar,
Yeah.
and then 2001: A Space Odyssey has to be
Oh, yeah, that's
my favorite
yeah.
sci-fi.
My top
Really?
2 are E.T., Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Eternals
great.
up there.
And the reason we're asking this is because
What
Rolling
about
Stone
District
put
9,
together.
What was the
District
last time?
9's good too.
When was the last time you actually watched 2001: A Space Odyssey?
About a month ago.
And is it hold up?
For me, it does. I think
Okay.
it was just. I love it. I love. But I also understand.
was like,
I
it's
also
okay.
understand the movie making culture of that time and Arthur C. Clarke and the whole thing. And I think it's incredible. It makes me. I've seen it probably once a year for 20 years. I've based songs on it. I've based some of my band's visuals on it. And every time I watch it, I feel like, oh man, this concept is.
Nobody said Blade Runner.
Well,
You know
or
what?
Indiana Jones, or there's so many.
Is Indiana Jones sci-fi?
I mean,
The latest
technically,
one.
Yes.
I guess so.
Would
I mean, he
E.T.
finds the
I mean,
Ark of the
dress-
Covenant, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
He
You're right.
discovers aliens in the fourth one. Whether that was a good idea or not, I
All
don't
of
know.
these movies that you guys are
Idiocracy.
talking about, maybe not Idiocracy,
What was the one you said before
was
that?
on this list.
What did you say right before Indiana Jones?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Oh, Blade Runner. So I would put Blade Runner in there except for, and I don't know if this was just timing and environment. The first time I ever saw that was on a tour bus in England. I was on the second floor, those double-decker tour buses, and our heat went out. I was freezing. And I sat back there and I watched that 3-hour director. It was the director cut, and it is long. And it was so long that when the movie ended, I went, what the hell was that? I feel like I wasted 3 hours of my life. Do you guys feel like that with Blade Runner? Maybe
The
I need to-
1982 version?
Yes, the original. Maybe I
original
need to
with Harrison
rewatch
Ford?
it because
Man, that's a good movie.
I remember really
Nobody
cool
says
parts.
the new one's good too.
Maybe
Yeah.
I wasn't able to pay
It's not bad.
attention. The new one is cool, dude. It's got Dave Bautista and
Ryan
Gosling.
Gosling.
Yeah, were you guys a fan of Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Always loved that one.
That was like the cult classic, right?
With
Yeah.
Denise Richards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boobs
Recently,
out, right?
A lot of
Tons
boobs.
Everything
Shower scenes.
everywhere all at once would be. I mean, as far as recent ones go.
yeah.
That's
When was the last time
right.
we watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Dude, that
I need to
movie.
watch
Long
that.
time.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Lauren? Oh,
Oh, I think you'd
dude.
love
I need to see it.
That's
Yeah.
a Spielberg film with.
Dude, Richard
I know.
Dreyfuss.
It's on this
Dreyfuss, yeah.
list. Well, here's the top 10. Rolling Stone put out 150 of the best sci-fi movies of all time. Number 10, The Matrix. Number 9, Star Wars. Number 8, Metropolis. It's from 1927.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that one's
Number
wild.
7, Children of Men. This is with Clive Owen. It's
That's a
about
good
like
one. Oh, that
it's
was
a good
good.
one.
Yeah.
It's about infertility and like
Children of Men?
Children of
Yeah.
Men.
Good movie.
That's a good one, but it's not better than like Back to the Future or Ghostbusters.
Well,
Or
Num-
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Number 6, Under the Skin.
Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson.
It's from 2013.
What about Inner Space with Martin Short and
Inner Space is great, and
Dennis
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Oh, love that
Alex
one,
we're
man.
gonna let you
List.
get through this list.
Under
Number
the
5, Alien. Number 4, the original Blade Runner. Number 3, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Number 2, Stalker, which is kind of a Soviet Union filmmaker created it, and it's in black and white. And then number 1, the best sci-fi movie according to Rolling Stone magazine, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
Species.
No Star Wars on there, huh?
No, number 9 was
Oh,
Star
never mind,
Wars.
Species
okay.
with
Yeah.
Natasha
Yeah, I thought that was number 1.
What
I've
about
seen that a
Mars
couple.
Attacks? That's a good movie.
It's on the
yeah,
list.
Mars Attacks rules, man.
This Under the Skin movie, again, I've seen it, and I don't remember anything about it. That can't be a good sign, right? I mean,
Under
it
the
was
Skin,
visually
who's in that?
awesome. Scarlett Johansson. This is the one where she's like walking in that black room, and there's like some of the shots from it are incredible.
I don't know this one.
It was like right around that time, like Ex Machina and all those
That's a
kind
good
of
one, too.
sci-fi ones came out. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Florence Pugh is 28. Jisoo Kim, that is Blackpink, is 29. Nicole Beharie, that's Christine from The Morning Show. She's also in Sleepy Hollow. She's 39. Eli Manning, 43. Kimberly Locke, that was the American Idol third place in season 2. Ruben Studdard won that year. Clay Aiken came in second.
Right. And
Kimberly Locke was 46.
Good trivia question. Who was number 3 that year?
That's right, Kimberly Locke. She's 46. Danica McKellar. That's Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years. Now, you know her from the Wonder Years as Winnie, but she also went to UCLA and has a degree in mathematics and has written like 10 math books. That nerd's 49. Thomas Bangalter from Daft Punk is 48. Mel Gibson is 68. Jim Ross, former commentator for NWA, WCW, and WWE, is 72. Victoria Principal from Dallas is 74. Steven Stills from Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young is 79. And Dabney Coleman, he's the evil boss, Dolly Parton hog ties in 9 to 5. Also in Boardwalk Empire, Ray Donovan, and a bunch of other
That
stuff.
guy's in a gazillion things.
92, congratulations, years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Alicia Class. And today's birthday girl has been in 73 fine films, including The Back Door to Buttsville 2, Behind the Sphinx Door. Get it? She was in Cutie Booties, I Did Her My Way, Knocking on Heaven's Back Door, which I believe we had yesterday as well.
That's right, that's a hit. That was
She was
chock full of talent.
She was in Mission to Uranus. Seymour Butts meets the Tushy Girls. She was in the Tampa Tushy Fest 1 and 2.
Oh, good.
The Tushy Girls Play Ball, and who could forget her role in 1998's Buttholes Are Forever.
Oh, such a sweet
Great
film.
soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
Buttholes are forever.
Kanye
my
did
gosh.
that. Buttholes
Alicia
on the
Class.
ground.
Uncomfortable.
And that's Alicia Class with a K, is 52 years old. Happy birthday. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Blues play tomorrow in town playing the Canucks. We'll talk to Chris Kerber in just a little bit. Before that, we'll crown the douchebag of the day and some of your emails. Moon, if you would, emails, ratio at 1057thepoint.com.
Well, your emails begin with, "Hello, gentlemen and Lady Lern. I'm writing in hopes that you will send out an eagle call once you're back on air for my niece's best friend. She is only 6 and has been diagnosed with MDS cancer in a blood cell, and from what I understand, it's the early form of leukemia. She's recently undergone a bone marrow transplant and is doing 4 weeks of chemo to see if it takes. But if it doesn't, she will need another bone marrow transplant, preferably a higher percentage match, because her last transplant was only about an 80% match. I would love it if you would ask the audience to apply to see if they're a match. The kit is sent to your home for free and is only a mouth swab. To apply for a kit, you just go to...
We'll throw all the info on the...
Yeah, it's this website. You click to join, scroll down, begin the questionnaire. It'll match you with any patient needing help. So even if you're not a match for this young lady, you could very well help save another life. Thank you so much.
Read the website, Moon, because I was going to share this yesterday, and it's kind of confusing because there isn't like a page for this child. It's literally a donor page for like anybody.
Yeah, this is...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hopefully somebody would match and this little girl could get some bone marrow from somebody.
Okay, it is bethematch.org. It looks like it's a misspelling of better match, but it's B-E-T-H-E
BeTheMatch.org.
Yeah,
And they send a kit to your home.
I'm going to do that. And it's just a swab?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently. Very, 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 very cool.
Cool. Do it. Next.
Do it. Okay, let's go to entertainment reviews since I want to make sure, because everybody's always telling us why we're stupid or why we're smart and what we should be checking out. Good morning to you fine gentlemen and lady. First of all, I want to thank Moon, Punk Rock Machine, Clovis, Ludo, Rizz, and so many others who put together Punk Rock Christmas a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. We don't get very many opportunities to come out to events that are sponsored through the Rizzuto Show. Looking forward to seeing the growth of Punk Rock Machine and being able to take our kids to more concerts. But this email really is for Lern.
Oh.
Here we go.
Recently, we started watching Young Sheldon. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen episodes of the show, but it's a really good one to watch with the family, kind of like an old school TGIF days, but less hockey for the adults. The sister on the show makes me think of Lern.
Oh.
And I picture her as being very similar to how the sister acts on that show when she was growing up. Well, I recommend this just at the start. Start at the beginning and binge through the seasons. One of the episodes that really got me thinking about was season 3, episode 6. Write that down. I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday and safe travels.
That's
Kelly.
a good show.
Never watched it, but I guess I'm on the show.
I wasn't a Big Bang Theory fan, but this is very different.
Really?
Very different.
The little child Sheldon kind of annoys me just on a surface. But
it's supposed to be.
Oh, it is?
It's kind of supposed to be that way.
Okay.
And the sister, he's got a twin sister.
That apparently is just like Lern.
Precocious, like a precocious. He's the nerdy kid.
Yeah.
In high school at the age of 9 or whatever.
And the sister's smoking weed back.
And the sister's like a precocious, completely opposite kind of character. It's a good show. Okay. Next.
And also in entertainment news, somebody wrote in and said, "Lern, if your favorite show is 6 Feet Under, what is wrong with you?"
Lots. I'm a dark person, dude. I present rainbows and sunshine. On the inside, it's really dark in there.
Yeah. So. There's a storm raging inside this gal. That is a good show, though.
6 Feet Under?
Started a rewatch based on you talking about it. And I'm like, man, that really was. Because I remember watching it on HBO when it first came out. And it's good.
Yeah, it's a family who, it's a funeral poem.
It's my favorite TV family, the Fisher family. They're just really complex characters, and it's fun. There's humor in it, but there's also deep thoughts, which I love.
Sure.
Isn't the guy from Dexter in that?
Yes.
He is.
Michael C. Hall.
That was his first big role.
Michael C. Hall.
It's a good sentence.
Led to all those HBO roles.
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember, that was a good show. Next.
I work at a small behavior school, and since somebody has to watch my class if I have to go to the bathroom, I can only use the one close to my room. I'm the first teacher there, so I go to the bathroom before the others get there, and I use one of the other bathrooms at lunch. I still have to use the one closest to me twice a day, and 95% of the time I use it, someone has just gone number 2, and it smells so bad that earlier this week I thought I was going to puke, and I don't have a weak stomach. It blows my mind how many times staff are pooping in a single bathroom a day. What would you do? Do I talk to somebody?
What would you do?
Keep up the good work and enjoy the time off.
Okay. Here's what I would do. Get a little bottle of poopery.
That's
a
it.
little spritz bottle and put it on and leave it there.
But doesn't it kind of just enhance it? Oh, you mean for the person to spray?
Yeah.
Leave it there. They don't cost much. They don't cost anything.
So you're saying just to eliminate the smell, or a passive-aggressive way of being like, hey, I know you're pooping in here?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Like, hey, little spritz. Like, if that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys here at Hubbard have because how many poop stalls you got in there? Like
3?
Well, obviously the women's, we have like 7. And each one of the stalls has its own little Febreze bottle in there. Do you guys have that going on?
No, definitely not. And I'll tell you what, if you go in...
What else going on in that? You got...
We got
on a
second. We got all sorts of stuff in there.
You have an elliptical in there?
Yeah.
Pillows for your pillow fights.
We have a massage chair. It's cool.
I don't know who's doing it, but probably about 3 times a week, if you go in our bathroom after 9 a.m., I'm ashamed of some people's diet. It's got to be the same person, too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're eating.
Go ahead and out them on air.
I have no idea. I don't know who it is. But I'm telling you, I wish I did so I could say, like, hey, is everything okay? You should probably get a nutritionist because something is, I'm not kidding. Like,
Something's amiss.
Somebody is sick. You should get checked out.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
is it a smell or is it
it's a smell, and it's so stingy.
God.
I can't describe
The taste, it's the smell.
I hate this.
I can't describe it, but
Stingy?
it's so.
Stings the nostrils.
I don't even get upset because
Sex panther.
I am worried about somebody. It makes me worry about somebody.
Yeah.
And it's the same smell that I'm talking about. I mean, sometimes it just smells bad because it's whatever, right? But this one particular smell, somebody in this building, and you probably know it's you. I don't know what you're eating or drinking or whatever it is. You need to see a doctor. And I'm not kidding. This is like that guy that like saved a guy's life on the news because somebody saw something on his neck or something. That's what I'm trying to do for you.
That show with it was the husband and wife at the time, and
Kelly
they rehab houses.
Oh, Joanna Gaines and
No.
That's another one. But the guy had like something, and a doctor said, hey, there's something on your neck, and that's like a sign of this. You should go get it checked out. And it turned out to save the guy's life.
Save the guy's life.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It was one of those house resident.
Was it 9 a.m. every day?
No, it's just past 9 a.m. Like, I don't think it's anybody on a morning show. Well,
Is it
if
before or after you go in?
Say what?
I said, is it before or after you go in?
It's usually, I mean, it's like it happens 2 or 3 times a week, and I'll walk in, and this one smell just like smacks
you in the
you
building
in the face.
and you're doing the 9 a.m. constitutional.
Trust tree here.
It's you?
No. Oh. No. When I got in this morning, I used a 1-seater for a number 2.
You did.
How dare you,
no
Scott
choice.
Butt
Rizzuto?
face. What are you doing?
Wait a minute.
wonder why it was
2:30,
overflowing.
it's 3.
There are
It was 3:30.
rules.
Okay.
Why did
Dude.
you have no choice?
Have some honor.
I wasn't going to make it to the other bathroom.
Oh, well.
How though? It's like our office is kind of
It was
equal. It's equal
unlocked.
to
Lern?
both. What?
Here's what happened.
Oh no.
On the way in.
On the way in,
Oh.
my stomach was bubbling.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't go to the office. I had my coat on.
Dropped it in the hallway. Your bag.
If I would have tried to go to the regular bathroom, I would have dropped it in the hallway.
Oh man.
I mean, it was because there's only one other person here.
Yeah. The overnight guy, Michael.
The overnight guy, Michael, very nice.
He's a sweetie.
And I had no choice. It was this morning.
Well, that's all right. Nobody else was here.
Nobody else was here. And
I think
nobody's
that's
here.
did he
you get a
knock?
pass.
Nobody's here for another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll dissipate by then.
We do appreciate the confession.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Do you feel better?
Woo!
Hey, Moon,
You're
see if it
first.
Got that off
smells
my
weird
chest,
after
guys.
9 today.
Next.
It's not even weird. It doesn't smell weird. It smells unhealthy.
Okay.
Morning, gang. I emailed years ago about a similar gym situation. On Monday, I walked in the gym and I realized that I left my headphones at home. Normally, I would leave and work out later, but I decided to push through. So I walk over to the kettlebell area, which is pretty small, and I start to get after it. A few minutes after, an older gentleman rolls up with a large Bluetooth speaker and starts blasting terrible music 10 feet from me. Mind you, the gym has equally terrible music. So now, not only do I have the gyms, I have this jerks as well. I didn't say, and I just went to a different area. Didn't say anything. Thoughts? Would you have said something? P.S. The Weird Al surprise was my favorite moment of the show ever. I was smiling for King Scott. Love you. 5 out of 5.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Do you say something if
This is
somebody
a regular gym, he
a
said?
regular gym? Somebody rolls up with a Bluetooth speaker.
Well, I'm surprised the guy got away with that.
Yeah.
Like, where are the employees? Where are the employees to say something like,
Yeah.
dude, you can't do this.
Right.
You get earbuds? Who does that? Are you saying anything?
Me, I don't care. No,
No, I'm not going to say anything.
especially if it's an older gentleman. I got this whatever it is. I got that respect your elders thing. That's
No,
kind
it's
of
not
put
even
me
that.
as
I'll
just
tell
like
you why.
it's your world
If
first.
somebody's so not self-aware that they're doing that, who knows what kind of mental case this
They're
guy
not worth
is.
even.
No, that's not even it. Not even that.
No, I mean, because they're going to have some.
If that's your mentality, And I'm going to go, hey, man, this guy doesn't care about anything. This is a guy that's going to, this is a guy that likes to hit.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Oh.
And clearly he works out.
I'm going to get on my phone, and I'm going to find that Bluetooth. And I'm going to keep hooking up to it and knocking him off of it.
He's not going to know what hit him.
And I'm going to be like, we're doing this. Me and you, the Bluetooth boys. We're getting down. And I'm going to find whatever he's listening to, I'm going to find the antithesis of that music. So if it's like, if he's doing death metal, I'm getting Reba, and I'm cranking her up. And I'm just going to keep knocking. I'm guessing it probably wasn't. If it's probably I'm picturing an old guy too.
Yeah, what if he's
Then I'm
playing-
like, can an old dude even get Bluetooth going?
What if he's, Credence? What's the antithesis of that?
Might just
I don't
keep
know. I
that.
might let Credence roll. I might be like, you know what? I kind of like the cut of your jib, brother. Let me spot you.
If I had just started and I was going to be there for another hour, I might even say something like, hey, you got any something on that device?
There you go.
So
just-
lean into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. He's disrupting my
Put
whole
something in the
hour.
queue for me.
A whole hour. Who cares?
I mean, it is weird. I've done that before where I left my headphones or they died, and I'm just like, it's a whole different world when you're listening to the soundscapes of the gym while you're working out. And other people don't realize how loud they are with their headphones in.
Well, I go to House of Pain in Chesterfield, and it was the point where I'm like, let me just take control of the playlist.
Yeah.
And I did.
Oh, good.
Of the whole gym.
Guest DJ Scott Rizzuto.
So if you have a problem with it,
tell it to this and you just flex.
and I would flex. Next.
Well, you want to keep it with bathroom stuff?
No, I want to move beyond. I want to
Deborah
move
on the
beyond.
feed is sick of us talking about poop.
I don't want to. Next.
Deborah.
Okay, well, then let's go to this one.
Sorry,
Gents
Deborah.
and lady, I have a question that is going around my work, and I want to know, would you rather fight in unarmed combat, so we don't have weapons,
Okay.
Or arms.
a hyena or a saltwater crocodile?
no.
Take a minute to think about
A
it.
hyena
I know my answer.
or a saltwater crocodile.
On land?
animal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're on land.
Oh,
This is easy.
yeah. Very
The
easy.
crocodile?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
You can
'cause-
outrun a crocodile on
What if you're in a
land.
room like this?
You could
No.
still, I could go corner to corner and tucker him out.
Those things could cook, can't they?
In a room like this, I'll
Can
take the
they
hyena.
run as fast as
No
a
way. The
hyena?
hyena's bite's the strongest in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Of
You'd
any
be
animal?
dead so fast.
Yeah, those are brutal.
I would befriend the hyena.
Unarmed.
Well, they do laugh. They do laugh so you
Okay.
can tell
I
them
am a
jokes.
hyena, and
I'd
they'd be like,
befriend the saltwater
"We are
crocodile.
kindred."
I'd pull his sore tooth, become his friend.
Yeah. What if? I mean, if it's a room like this,
Plus, crocodiles, you at least got a shot. They can't.
Grabbing their
They had no.
snouts?
Yeah, you can keep them closed.
And they make better belts, so I'd rather fight that.
I'm fighting a croc on
and they
land
can't
all
jump
day.
on you, right? Crocodiles can't
They can lunge.
I don't really know much about
climb.
hyenas. I'll be honest with you.
I know that they fight lions
Yeah.
and win sometimes.
Yeah,
and they
they're
laugh about
Oh,
it.
and when?
wild.
Remember Jurassic or Lion King? Remember it?
Watch some of these nature videos. Hyenas,
Mufasa.
they're scavengers, but dude, they go hard. They're big too. There's no way. I'm going crocodile all
Yeah,
day,
I think
dude.
you got a better shot with a croc.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Crocodile, I can cut, at least elevate it, give him the people's elbow from up on top of the desk. I could stand up here and get away from a crocodile. A hyena could get up here.
Yeah, Stephanie, great point on the instant feedback. Crocodile wrestling already exists, so you know it's doable. There's no hyena wrestling.
Yeah, I don't see any hyena. I don't see any hyena hunters either. You know what I'm saying?
No one
yet.
wrestled a hyena at the mall in 1976.
I just remember the Wild Boys with Steve-O and Chris Pontius where they were out somewhere in Africa and they were playing with the hyenas. Remember that? Where they were
No.
tossing raw meat around?
Oh,
It
man,
was
I would
crazy.
not want to play with that.
I gotta
Yeah.
listen. You know what? I think I'm gonna get into a hyena vortex today.
Yeah, me too. I'm up
I'm
there.
just,
To learn-
I'm just gonna learn. I'm gonna learn all I can about
You're,
hyenas.
you're
Prepare
embarrassed
to
with
laugh.
your level of knowledge on
Yeah, I don't
hyenas?
really know much about that animal. All right, let's do today's douchebag of the day. All right, we go to the Garden State, New Jersey. So a woman raised more than $15,000 for a family friend who underwent over a dozen surgeries after a severe car crash on I-95 in Florida. Now, our douchebag of the day is accused of stealing the money meant for his medical expenses. So this guy got into a car crash back in November of 2022. Spent more than a month in the hospital, needed a prosthetic due to the loss of his arm. His recovery was lengthy and costly. In swoops, 46-year-old Nicole Weidelman, who reached out to the man's mom, her, quote, longtime family friend, and said, I will raise money for your son's medical bills.
So nice.
Hero.
Thank you, Nicole. However, she kept more than $15,000 for herself.
Oh.
She was arrested on a charge of third-degree theft. So after the woman transferred the donated funds to her own bank account, she's accused of lying to the victims for months about what happened to the money. The woman had used GoFundMe to raise the money for the guy. GoFundMe has since compensated the man, like, all right, hey, we're going to give you the money.
Wow.
After being informed of the theft. So, yeah, she's going to jail. So you're offering to pay for this guy's medical expenses. Instead, you keep the money for yourself. Nicole Weidelman, you are today's douchebag of the day.
Man.
Moon, if you would, let's dole out a punishment for our Nicole.
Why don't we start with the whip? Let's start with the douche whip.
Damn, it's...
Another one. Ooh, you're hurting now.
Okay, next.
I'm thinking maybe a douche grenade. Just,
All right.
Just kind of...
All right, one more.
And I think this calls for the firing squad.
Oh, the
my
firing
goodness.
squad. All right, fellas.
Aim! Fire!
Okay.
Fire!
Oh.
That's today's douchebag of the day. Certainly not a douchebag. Our buddy Chris Kerber. He'll be on with us next. First time in 2024. We'll talk some Blues hockey. It's 8:31. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have a lane block due to a crash 270 westbound at Missouri AB. There's also still that lane block due to a crash 270 eastbound before 44. Down on the 55 side, we got a lane block due to a stalled vehicle 55 northbound at Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast, chilly day, partly sunny with a high of 43. Right now it's 29 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than St. Louis weather.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2024, Mr. Chris Kerber.
Happy New Year, everybody. How are you?
I hear you're still drunk from the New Year. That's
No, I'm dry. I'm going. Nope. Not at this point. So far, not once in the new year. How many days am I on?
Any resolutions, Chris?
Yeah, I've never been a big resolution person, but having a couple herniated discs to end up last year and just a couple other small health things, I definitely put getting healthy on the table for this year. So
There you go.
Yeah, so that's it. I'm looking at my kids, one in college, one in junior in high school, the other one about to go into high school, and I'm like, all right, this is idiotic. Get it together, bud. So I don't have anything specific other than that general one, which I'm sure Jordan Peterson or any other psychiatrist out there, psychologist, to tell you I need to get more specific. But I'm comfortable with broad.
All right, well, listen, maybe we could eat a little better, maybe hit the gym. Chris, if you ever want to go to the gym with me, let's do it. Let's go lift. Dude, me and Kerber are going to go lift.
You guys are Bluetooth speakers.
Only if you're in spandex and a headband.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
We're never going to know, though, because he's not going to film it.
Oh. No, that's private time.
Yeah, all right, I'll be a spotter.
Yeah, good. Before we get to the hockey talk here, we had a discussion just prior in our email segment. All right, Chris, what would you rather fight, a crocodile or a hyena?
On land.
Ooh.
On land.
No, on land, no weapons.
On land, no weapons. A crocodile or a hyena?
I feel that I've watched just enough videos and episodes of the Crocodile Hunter to have a better chance against the crocodile.
All right.
That's what we all said.
I don't know much about hyenas. We learned that today.
Well, we know, but we know a lot about cats and dogs, and somewhere those two got together to create that beast.
You're right.
They really do have a powerful bite.
They do.
Yeah.
They
It's
can
the
break
strongest, I
elephant
think.
bones.
Break elephant
And
bones.
you die from the infection.
What?
And they only live for 12
because they got
years.
some weird
Yeah, no. And then they'll laugh at you while you're dying.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Like,
Dan,
that's
insult
worse.
to injury.
Like, that's worse.
They're savage.
Yeah, they show you up. They show you up and make it worse. Yeah, I'll go the crocodile.
And
because if I win, then I got the greatest, sweetest set of boots and luggage.
There you go.
That's what Scott said.
Yeah,
That's what
I
Scott
like
said.
your
Make
thinking,
a great
man.
belt.
There you go. Way to go, Scott.
Plus, I feel like if you survive long enough, the thing's probably going to lose interest at some point. You can like wear it out. You know, they seem kind of like they're
What, a crocodile?
yeah, they're only in it for forever.
They're only in it for a couple minutes
They're
and
only
then,
in it for so long, but the hyena's in it forever.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't got anything else to do
Nah,
that day.
I'm just here to harass your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't find anything redeeming about a hyena, so we might as well take our chances with a crocodile.
Well, good. I'm glad we settled that.
Because here's the other thing too. Because let's just say he gets your arm. If he gets your arm, he might be full and take off. So I can still live without an arm.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then how are we going to lift, Chris? How are we
Terrible
I know, you
spot.
gotta go to the gym.
So much for spotting.
We're doing squats together, Rizz.
it's squat day.
Chris, similar question. You got to draft one of these animals to build a hockey team around. You drafting the hyena or the saltwater crocodile?
Ooh. No, in that case, I might draft the hyena because I like a hockey player that's got a little snap factor.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know what's going to happen if you hit them in the corner.
Yeah.
I like that kind of hockey player.
Yeah, good point.
And
Yeah,
don't Crocs kind of freeze up in cold anyways?
No, I know. I could just imagine, just a bench full of hyenas just talking crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chirping you the whole time.
Just chirping.
Yeah.
Just chirping the entire time.
Hey, your mama, shut up over there.
Yeah. All right, Chris, tomorrow the Blues, Enterprise playing the Canucks. After, a bummer of like 2 losses in a row. That Avalanche loss was a real bummer. The Penguins loss was a bummer. What are we watching for tomorrow night?
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this. I think you just, and it's hard for fans to really sometimes grasp this, but I think you just got to look for a process. I look at the 3 losses that they've suffered under Drew Bannister, and there was the really bad one against Tampa. The Colorado one, you played well enough to win, but, some of the mistakes that you're trying to flush out of your game bit you. And then a little mix of both maybe in the last one. But, if you go back to when, and I'm not saying that this team is going to do what the 18-19 Blues did under Craig Berube, but in the first 20 games under Berube, the Blues were actually under 500 by a game. They were 9-10-1. It took that long to kind of flush out some of the habits and build. I think Drew Bannister's done a good job of building some basics really quick here. So tomorrow you've got another tough opponent coming in. You want to just keep the process going. And if you lose because while you're still in the game.
Yeah.
And that to me is the process here, because you're slowly approaching, we're about 6 or 7 games away from the midway point of the season. You have a chance to get yourself to 5 games over 500. I think that's a real jumping off point, because if you can get the 5 games over 500, build a number 5 or 6 over 500 in the second half, you're putting yourself in a playoff chance. And at least at worst, you've got young kids like Jake Neighbors, Toropchenko, those guys playing meaningful games in March and April. So it may not be a very exciting way to look at it for fans, but it's a realistic way.
Now, we haven't talked to you in a couple weeks. There's been, 4 games since, I think, 4 or 5 games since we've last talked. And the Blackhawks win was a really... That was a great game to watch, a cool game, a great game for the Blues to win. I don't know if you guys saw Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard, is he 18 or 19?
He's 18.
He's 18 years old. He hit the Michigan. He did the Michigan on the Blues.
Yeah, it was sick.
Is that
That is behind the net.
That's the lacrosse move where you pick the puck up behind the net and then you throw it over the goalie's shoulder.
Put it in the upper corner?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
that thing is ridiculous.
Did you see him do it?
I haven't seen him do it this time. But I saw the Michigan one.
He
that you're
did it
talking about.
against the Blues when they play the Black. How good is that kid?
Okay, that's the first time I'd ever seen that move done live. So it's now the same night Trevor Zegras did it again with Anaheim,
which is crazy. 2 in a night, but
wow.
Yeah, but and for the fans or for the people out there, they go, why the hell they call it the Michigan? Years ago, and I can't remember the kid's name, Lake maybe, but player for the University of Michigan did that move in a game, and it was the first time anybody had ever seen it. And so because he was playing for University of Michigan, this thing's kind of been dubbed the Michigan. which is why they call it that. But no, it was a pretty special move. You know, Torrey Krug, hesitated. Do I go behind the net because the team wants to defend in front of the net? He picked the thing up and threw it in there. And I have yet, you know, I haven't talked to a goalie yet on whether or not that play is defendable. You know, because if you come down on the guy's stick, once you see him pick it up, that could be a slashing penalty. I mean, it's a very hard thing to defend unless you can put a body on the guy. But listen, he's a special player, and the one thing you're going to see, Rizz and guys, and go back and look at Trevor Zegras' goal from that same night. Like, pull it up. Watch how he picks the puck up. You're going to watch it behind the net. He picks it up with the toe of his stick, and you're looking at this going, how the hell did he do that? Like, and Rizz, you've got kids in youth hockey. Like, kids see this, they go out on the ice, they try it, and there's just another level of skill set, hockey IQ, willingness to try things like this in young players these days that, frankly, is pretty dang exciting. I know it maybe rubs some old school people the wrong way, but they love it.
First of all, my son was we were at my brother-in-law's house, was in the basement that night with a stick in his hand trying to do it.
Right. So like you see all these sports from, you know, extreme stuff like skateboarding and all that, and it just evolves and evolves and evolves. So do you see people and teams, like professional teams or college teams and youth teams, actually training this particular move and then it becoming as prevalent as, say, the flying V and the triple D?
the flying V.
Yeah.
I'm serious though. Do you see like this becoming
the knuckle puck?
Yeah, right.
You know, training, no.
You can't train for that.
You can practice
no, you can practice, but I don't think that becomes like, I don't think a coach is going to say, okay, everybody get in the corner, I'm going to teach you the Michigan.
But I mean, I could see it becoming like something that everybody kind of does.
Yeah, but Moon, what I do see is like when there's at the end of a practice when kids kind of have a few minutes to mess around, right? I see kids absolutely trying to do that. I mean, and so, look, some of the skill guys, like if I just brought a hockey stick and a puck into your studio and said, try to get the puck up off the floor, just get it on your stick. Like, you guys would be frustrated, right? And in no time flat. And so to see what these guys are doing and what they do at such a high speed, skating 28, 22 miles an hour while getting checked. I mean, it's really something quite amazing. And I don't think that the league's not going to legislate that stuff out of it. You're not going to see this rule, that rule change to block stuff like that. I think when you have people coming in with that kind of creativity, I mean, look, we've just spent the last 7 minutes talking about it, and if he had not done that, or the league had taken that out, we're probably just talking about, well, I hope that this guy plays better, and I hope that this guy plays better. Instead, we're celebrating some pretty amazing skill that an 18-year-old and playing against men has, and that's pretty special.
It's super cool, and it's even cooler that it happened twice in one night. It makes me think that back in high school when we were playing soccer, our coach, Coach G, he would buy us a soda if we pulled off a Maradona in a game, and I'm wondering if that kid got a soda.
The hand of God?
Yeah. No. Maradona is like it's a little spin move kind of thing. But if you did that during a game, you got a soda because it was a special kind of a move. And I'm wondering if these guys got a soda, and like there was a text going around saying anybody that pulls off the Michigan tonight gets.
Why it's a cool move
Dr.
is
Pepper.
because and why like somebody like my son was so excited about it because it's one of those moves that could go on the internet and be a little clip.
Yeah.
And that there's not a better commercial for the NHL than doing something like that.
But Moon, like the thing is too is. My daughter's a soccer player, and I just think it's awesome. She'll come there. What'd you do today? Well, we practiced. Now the spin move very different, right? So she goes, "Oh, we practiced the Maradona," and I'm like, "Do you know who Maradona is?" She goes, "A little bit." I go, "Well, sit down. I'm going to show you some videos." and I think like that stuff is kind of cool. That here's at the time she's like 10 or 11. And I go, here's a 10 or 11-year-old girl saying I tried the Maradona, and then you get to talk some of the history with it. Like you have to realize as we all get older, right? That there are certain like, dude, Ozzie Smith. When was his last year? Was it 86? No, 96. 96. If you were born like from 1990 on, you barely would remember or never even knew what the hell the Wizard was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so reminding people of these things is kind of cool, but this is creating another level of excitement. Now, here's where I will stop. Like when we see the All-Star game coming up, and we expect some All-Star names to be announced this week. I think the league said they're doing it this week. Then don't try to showcase the game and the All-Star stuff with a bunch of tomfoolery, right? Like speed skating, power, aggressiveness is still such a critical part and what is, I think, some of the best parts of hockey, right? But to try to draw interest and then with all the different skills competitions, we're getting almost too goofy. And I'd draw the line there, but I have no problem with young people and kids and heck, even some older guys trying this stuff. I mean, bring some pizzazz.
Let's not get cutesy with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, listen, come playoff time, right? Come playoff time, I don't know that there is a better team sport going than hockey in the playoffs. And to do that, you've got to be tough, physical, smart, heavy, grind, and honestly, just as courageous as it gets in an athletic arena, because you get beat down over 2 months. And so there's a great mix of both, and there's room in it. But I love the fact that, I got to be honest with you, I love the fact that he did it against us, because I had never seen one live.
Yeah, well, just keep this in mind. By the way, talking about playoffs, the Blues right now are 3 points out of a wild card spot, so it's not like the season is lost. I see, a lot of negativity as far as this team goes, on the interwebs, and just keep that in mind. 3 points out of a wild card spot, so this is
and with Minnesota. Right, with Minnesota and Edmonton coming up right now, you might feel a little bit like Maverick and Iceman going up some MIGs, in the first movie. But you're in it. You're in it.
You're in it. Well, tomorrow, hopefully get a win against the Canucks over at Enterprise Center. By the way, we have Rizz Show night coming up on the 30th.
Correct.
Against the Blue Jackets. So we'll see you out there at the
Rizz,
at the arena. Yep.
Still, I don't know, what is this? 4 or 5 years running now?
Yeah.
Still the most popular theme night the St. Louis Blues have.
Nice.
That's right.
In terms of tickets sold.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how great a listenership you guys have. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, it's an honor to even be able to do an event like that. It's so cool, and I look forward to it every year, and I look forward to learning.
Hey, have the Cardinals called you yet?
No, it's a whole nother thing.
Dude, I was sitting in a meeting. I was sitting with one other people. I said, "You guys got to call these guys." I told them, yeah, it's the most popular theme night we have. And they went, really? I went, yep, I'll give you a number. Here you go.
Oh, man. Nice. My bucket list is to throw out a first pitch, man, maybe Kerber's going to make it happen.
Well, yes. I will.
We got to work on that one.
I'll consider it only if Fred Bird calls me. And
he won't say much.
Hey, listen.
It's going to be quiet.
That's my brother-in-law.
What? You're related to Fred Bird?
Well, I mean, through marriage.
Yeah,
counts.
Yeah. Apparently he walked up to my sister. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell the story, but it's too late now. Apparently he walked up to my sister in a bar, and they started talking. I had a couple of my sisters were out together. And she goes, what do you do? He goes, I'm Fred Bird. She goes, no, you're not. And he did some weird dance. And she went, son of a gun, you are.
Fell in love with him.
He was in full costume.
No, he was not in full.
Just the butt.
Yeah. I'm Fred Bird. No, you're not. I'm literally in the
Clearly, can't you see? And he put her head in his mouth.
Aww.
Yeah, he's actually.
What a funny in-law to have.
Okay, so real quick, sorry, I'm gonna steal two more. So
sure.
At my wedding was the first time that Tim had met my dad. Tim and Jesse were dating at that time. So I'm standing next to my dad at my wedding reception. Now, when I went to take the garter off of Christy and stuff, I pulled a bunch of jokes. Like I was throwing wrenches and crap out of there, right? Yeah. And at one point, I looked like I was fighting, and I popped out of there with like a size 65 pair of underpants. All right. Wow. And, it was pretty good. And until I got the looks at, okay, that's enough. I'm like, all right, I got as far as I can get with that one. But I threw those just off to the side. So I'm standing next to my dad a little while later. Some guy comes up with Jesse to meet my dad, and it's Tim. But he had taken those white size 65 pair of tidy whities, and like wrapped them around him like a baby diaper. So the first time he meets my dad, he's got this on. My dad looked him up and down. He goes, "Yeah, you'll fit in the family just fine."
That's great.
That when stuff like that works out, man. I had a three-way with the Philly Fanatic and Mr. Met one time. Didn't go as well.
Yeah.
Not as happy of an ending.
Yeah, but hey, well, if the Fanatic was involved, at least you didn't run out of batteries.
Well, you got the story, though. You know, you got the story.
Yeah.
Hey,
put it in my heart.
Don't forget, listen to Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale, of course, call the game on our sister station 101 ESPN and the Curbside podcast after every game. Make sure you download that for some more insight.
Thank you all.
All right. We love you, Chris. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Talk to you next week.
The great Chris Kerber, everybody. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We have time for a couple rounds of password.
Oh, yes.
Rizz Show password. All right, let's give away some tickets. We've got tickets for Monster Jam returning for 2 huge shows. Weekend of Saturday, January 27th and Sunday, January 28th over at the Dome at America Center. And we've got tickets for Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical, at the fabulous Fox Theater, January 19th through the 21st. So Rizz Show password, we'll get a couple contestants on the line. You guys will pick some teammates, one of us in the studio here, Rafe not included since he is the host.
He's the host.
So Rafe will give us the password. It's our job to get you to guess the password using one-word clues.
Yes. Got to pay attention.
Got to pay attention, please. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Rizz Show password next. All right, we're going to play Rizz Show password. Love this game. All right, so we'll get 2 people on the phone. You guys on the phone will pick a Rizz Show teammate. Myself, Moon, Lern, or King Scott up for grabs. Rafe will give us the password, and we have to use one-word clues to have you guess what the password is. Simple as that. Please pay attention. We'll go back and forth between the 2 contestants and their teammates.
Yes.
2 out of 3. So it's best of 3.
Best of 3. If you hear me say form of, that means you are close. You get one more guess. Example, if you said pharmacist and I would say form of and the word was pharmacy, you would get one extra guess, and then it goes to the next person. Listen to all the clues would be my advice to everyone. They usually all are leading to the promised land.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the clues that came before. If we get to 5 exchanges on the, I will repeat all the clues that have been given.
We got
not until we've gone through 5 rounds.
We've got Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical tickets to give away at the fabulous Fox Theater. We got Monster Jam tickets, and today's contest is sponsored by
Flynn Landscaping, specializing in lawn, landscape, irrigation, and arbor. Now hiring. Call 314-243-6784.
All right, let's go to line 1. Shannon, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Shannon, pick a Rizz Show teammate.
I'm going to pick you, Rizz.
Oh, boy, that's a mistake. Okay, Shannon.
Yeah.
No, we got this. We got this. Happy New Year, Shannon.
Happy New Year.
Hey, right back at you.
All right, let's go to Bobby. Bobby!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Bobby, pick a Rizz Show teammate.
I will go with King Scott.
All right.
Ooh, nice choice.
Okay, so Shannon and me, Bobby and King Scott. All right, since Shannon picked me first, we'll go first.
Yes.
Right,
and if you win, you have the opportunity to play or pass, but since Scott Rizzuto was picked first.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Moon, do you want to see the password?
Yeah, dude.
That is the
See it?
All right.
All right, guys, pay attention.
the first
Shannon.
password. Scott Rizzuto, begin.
Shannon, here we go. Basket.
Ready.
Basket.
Weave.
What do you say? You said
Weave.
weave.
Basket and weave.
Okay.
King Scott.
Table.
Wicker.
All right, back to Scott Rizzuto.
Park.
Repeat that, sorry.
Park.
Park. Picnic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, baby.
All good clues, all in track.
Yeah.
All good
All very,
clues.
very-
That is
very
Scott
well
Rizzuto.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Bobby.
baby. All right, Shannon, we're up 1.
All right, Rizz.
All right, we got it, Bobby. Here we are.
This is the second clue. You can decide whether you would like to play or pass.
Okay.
Got it, Scott?
I'm going to... Oh, man. Ooh, boy.
I know what you're going to do.
I'm going to pass.
I knew
I'm going to pass.
I knew you were doing that.
All right, King Scott, you're up first.
Okay. All right, here we go, Bobby. Disc.
All right.
Say it again.
Disc.
Frisbee.
And that was going to be my word, but I thought it would be 2 words to get to that.
Bobby the Brain.
Wow.
Damn it.
That was
Bobby
good.
the Brain.
Wow. We got a game. All right, gentlemen, it comes down to this.
Damn
Man,
it.
I love it when people get it like that.
Damn it.
Me too, and actually,
That's
that was
so
a hard
exciting. Oh, boy.
Okay.
one. Got it. Cool. Learn's got it. Everyone's got it.
All right.
Scott, King Scott, would you like to play or pass?
Trying to think. This one,
This is for all the marbles.
I'm going to say, I guess I got to go for it. There's a chance. I
Yeah,
think you
Bobby,
got it.
Bobby
Yeah.
the
All right.
Brain. He
All
brought
right,
the brain.
okay,
Let's
okay.
see what he's got.
All right.
All right,
Whenever
Bobby.
you're ready.
Here we go. Glove.
Baseball mitt.
Shannon, ready?
Yep.
Fingerless.
Fingerless glove. Not mitt.
Well, I'm sorry?
Is it mitt?
Rafe?
Form of.
Of.
5 seconds.
Man.
3, 2, 1.
You got to be kidding me, Shannon.
All right,
You
Bobby.
got to be kidding me.
Sorry, brother.
You lost this.
Sorry, man.
You lost this.
It's not
Bobby.
even over yet, dude. Bobby still has
Yeah.
a chance to blow it.
It's mittens. Need one more mitten.
Ooh.
Well-
Who said that?
Who said that?
I said mittens, Bobby.
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
All right,
Bobby, you're so
There
good. I
it is,
had to
there
get
it
a clue.
is. Didn't even need a clue.
Who's going to be Snowman? Snowman.
Bobby won.
Yeah, Bobby.
All right.
I've
my boy.
wanted
Thank
to
you.
say what you've said a few times, but you've just flat out said, you lost this.
Bobby,
I'm so
nice
proud of you for doing that because I've wanted to say that a few times to some contestants and I just don't.
You
I don't-
lost this.
I don't have the heart.
Damn.
You lost it.
You blew it.
All is right in the world. I almost said form of on the first one, but he said baseball glove mitt. And I was like, that's a lot of words.
Man.
It's okay. I mean, Bobby, he took it anyway.
You got it anyway.
Way to go, Scott.
The universe righted itself.
All right.
Way to go, Bobby.
Yeah, it was great.
Matt, hello. Matt. Okay.
He's hung up.
Didn't want to play, I guess. Kyle, hello.
Hello.
All right, Kyle, you got Lern or Moon?
I'm going to go moon.
All right, Moon
Yeah,
and
baby.
Kyle.
Let's do this. Bring your brain.
Chris, you and Lern.
Moon and Kyle.
You say Chris?
Chris, is this Chris?
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Chris.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
Chris, we got
you
this.
Learn.
Moon and Kyle.
Moon and
Chris
Kyle,
and
Chris
got
and
you.
Lern.
Moon,
Let's go, Lern.
Moon, you will be
Right.
first since you were chosen first.
Ooh.
Password begins now. Good luck, Kyle.
Let's see.
You're up.
Hey, can I say this?
He loves it when he's not playing.
So happy.
Can I
Come
say
on.
can I say that?
I can't.
Hang on. I'll show you.
You
I'll
can't
show
see
you.
that?
I can. Yeah, I see it.
Can I say that?
Oh, man.
What
Come on,
about
man.
this word?
I'm
I don't think
asking.
you can. I don't know.
Well, what you mean? Can I say that?
He just showed me like the dirtiest word in the world for no reason.
Did you
Just
do the Jeff
completely
move?
derailing the
You did
game.
the Jeff moves?
Oh, that's good.
Think about buddy Jeff.
That was
It is hyphenated. I would say. I'm going to say no.
oh God.
Moon finds a loophole. Shocker.
No, I asked about it.
Is that Chris talking
Dang,
smack?
Chris, he's roasting
Shut your
you,
mouth,
dude.
so I don't know who he's talking.
Okay.
Okay.
He asked. He did the right thing. He asked me. I'm going to deny that one.
All right, then I will say.
We need to loosen up the rules a little
I
bit.
think we got the,
All right, Kyle.
we got the
I got a
rules
good
the way
handle
they're
on
supposed
things.
to be, all
All
right?
right, Kyle, listen up. Your clue is lamp.
Shade.
All right.
Lern.
Chris.
Yes.
Oil.
Did you say boil?
No, I said oil.
Oil. O-I-L. Oil. Five seconds. 4.
Grease?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Moon and Kyle.
Light.
Oh, shoot.
I got the down.
Bulb?
All right, Chris.
Okay. Pay attention.
Burn.
Earn, like U-R-N?
No,
Burn.
like burn.
B-U-R-N.
Burn.
I love that he added a B to the other one and then dropped it off of this one.
Burn lamp. Midnight.
Oh, okay. All right, Moon. And
Halloween.
What the hell?
What the
Was that Mike Judge?
heck? Hell?
God, dang it, Bobby.
No, I said
That's the devil's holiday.
All right. Come on now.
All right.
All right.
Put them
I didn't
together.
say anything yet. Go.
Not oil.
It's not because that was
5 seconds. 4.
Yeah, you can count it down.
3.
I got
2,
2.
1.
Okay. Nothing. Now I'm going to, that's 5 rounds. I'm going to revisit. We have lamp, oil, light, burn, and Halloween. Learn.
We're good, Lern. We're good.
Give your next clue.
All right,
Learn.
buddy. Illuminate.
A lantern.
You lost that.
Yeah, that was my bad.
All right.
That was,
All right.
that was a tough one. That was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
I
That was
just wanted
good.
to say it.
Chris and Learn off one.
You guys are picking some words these days.
Woo.
Here we go. Learn. You
Nice.
can play or pass. Do you want to play with Chris?
Oh, jeez. That's a tough one.
He gave us the tough ones.
I'm going to pass.
Of course. Hey, so after 5 means the first person has no advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't we do
disagree.
it after an even number?
You get the first way to go. You get the first opportunity.
You get the
Oh, is
first.
that why you passed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Also, by the 5th one, you've had 3 clues to give, as opposed to.
Yeah, and then it goes to the other person. The advantage is
You get the first try. You also get the advantage of an extra try.
okay, Kyle.
Also, I don't want to sit here forever.
Okay, Kyle. Your hint is bird. Bird.
Bird.
Bird. B-I-R-D.
What's the word? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Cardinal.
Okay. Good guess.
All right.
Good clue.
Chris.
Yes.
Red.
Robin.
Ooh. Good clue. Good guess.
Small.
Bird. Small. Cardinal. Wings.
Say that again. I didn't
Wings.
get wings. Okay.
Bread.
Let's see. Can I say this word?
You write down the same thing you did. I'm gonna die.
There's it two.
I can't remember the rules about that. I'm
Okay.
gonna say.
Just say no.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. I'm gonna say sniper.
Whoa.
A sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hmm.
5 seconds.
Red bird. Hmm.
This
is tough.
Crosshair.
Wow.
What'd you say? Crosshairs?
Yes.
Okay.
right.
Okay, Kyle, listen. Jack.
There we go.
That's the end.
There was a clue.
Hawk.
Oh God.
I'm going to throw things.
Wait, what did he say?
He said hawk. I'm going to throw things.
All right, the 5 clues are bird, red, small, sniper, and jack. Chris and Lern, you have a clue to give.
Nest.
No. Damn.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
5
Baby,
seconds.
come on.
Baby bird is I got nothing right now.
All right.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
Is there
It's
another
hard.
clue we can give?
Kyle, listen. Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirates.
I don't know if we need
It's
another
not Robin.
No.
Pirates.
Son of a bitch.
Listen, we know the word.
I can't yell anything except
5.
what I've already hinted.
4, 3, 2, 1. Final clue, and we're moving on to a new word.
All right.
No, we'll get this.
No, we're never going to get
We're
this.
going to get
All
this.
right, Chris.
Yes.
Hunter.
No,
I know.
no
I know.
way.
There's
Watch,
no
just
way.
watch, just
No
watch,
way.
Watch, just
No way.
Gather.
No.
Okay, Kyle, I hope you've been paying attention to writing
This
down
is it.
something.
This is it.
Oh, okay.
This is it.
This is your one chance to steal, and we're moving on. There were some good clues
Hang
here.
on, hey.
There were some clues I did not understand here.
Well,
Captain.
Hook.
No, right.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No,
I know it.
All
Damn
right,
it.
no
Can
clue.
we keep going?
If you could steal it without a clue, I'll give it to you.
Sparrow.
Who said that?
Thank you.
Sparrow.
Who said that?
Sparrow.
Who said it?
Who said it first?
Is Chris?
We can't see you guys.
Someone say your name.
Chris.
Chris.
Thank you.
I win tickets.
Earn.
Chris got it.
Chris. Oh.
All right,
Got it. All right. That's it. That's
give
it.
him tickets
I'm
for the
really
love of
confused.
Christ.
Now, listen.
You said red, hunter, and sniper. You don't hunt sparrows and they're brown.
No,
I'm
I was
so
thinking of
confused.
the Red Sparrow movie with Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence.
She's a
Sparrow's
hunter.
a tough word.
Oh, I've never
Sniper,
heard that.
wasn't
See, if you're
she?
going down like a bird path,
It's impossible.
and then you throw a jack, like they don't know.
Total,
Ah.
but then captain.
I thought Jack Sparrow was
Yeah.
very good.
God,
I thought it was a good
that was
Pirates. I said pirates.
with
Jack,
songbird.
small bird, captain.
great. I don't know. Do they sing? I don't know anything about a sparrow. I don't even know what colors they are.
They're like a dark brown on the back.
Are
and
they
light brown.
songbirds?
They're not red. I can tell you that.
I think they're real chirpy. I'm not sure.
Red
they're
Sparrow
songs.
was the movie.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
why I was saying red. And he already
Okay.
had guessed cardinal, so
That's
I
good.
thought that was out.
I tell you what.
What?
Regardless of Lern's crappy clues, Lern's team won.
Yes.
Yeah, both times.
Love that guy.
Dude.
Well done.
My face is numb.
I know. I'm pissed off now. I don't know what's happened.
Listen, Lern, I knew nothing about sparrows either.
All right.
I thought they were red too.
That was a
You did
super,
great.
I mean, that was one that was going to go multiple hints anyway. That was tough.
Moon
Scott?
screaming is my favorite thing that's happened today.
I think we're gonna go it next. Scott, headline go
Pirates.
next. All right, it's 9:25. It's Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Everything looks like it's cleared up a little bit. Your point forecast, a chilly day, partly sunny with a high of 43 today. Right now it's 31 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than St. Louis weather.
I don't know what ESPN was expecting, but the boss over at ESPN has come out and apologized for boobies being on being on TV.
Go on.
So while watching the exciting college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl on Monday, the action, guys, wasn't all on the field. So I guess ESPN put a camera on Bourbon Street.
That's your first mistake.
Bourbon Street down in New Orleans? Mm-hmm. Have you been?
I have.
I know you've been, Moon.
Yes.
Rafe, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been.
It's wild.
I think it's the one town I haven't been to.
Wild. What do you expect when, Bourbon Street, New Orleans, it's all about flashing?
Uh-huh.
What do you think is going to happen?
Right.
So, hey, let's go
To be fair, I've been down there many times and I've never seen flashing because I've never been there for Mardi Gras.
You don't even have to be there for Mardi Gras.
Well, apparently not. Now ESPN has taught me that.
Was it daytime or nighttime? Because
It was nighttime.
Okay, yeah. So nighttime boobs are out no matter what day it is.
Yeah, no matter when it is.
Oh, really? I don't remember seeing any.
It's
boobs.
wild.
We had.
Well, I've seen the wild. I've been down there for parties and all that kind of. I've seen the mess. I've just never seen the booby mess.
Yeah, well, we were there February. It was February. It was a couple of weeks before Mardi Gras, and we stayed at a hotel on Bourbon Street, had a balcony and everything, and just sitting on the balcony, just watch the madness.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I forget where they were going in and out of commercials, but hey, let's go to the Bourbon Street, cam, and there's a woman. I think she was pushing a stroller, by the way.
Right on.
All the more reason to whip one out.
She was probably getting ready to breastfeed her beautiful child.
It wasn't
on Bourbon Street.
Did you see the video?
No.
She was looking up and going yeah, throw him down here. And she went,
here.
Thank you.
Woo, check this out.
Hilarious.
Yep. If you blinked, you might have missed it, but the moment was screen recorded and posted on social media for the world to see. ESPN boss said in a statement, "We regret that this happened and apologize that the video aired on the telecast." It's okay, guys.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's all right.
The kid in the strollers now are no longer hungry, so it's
how
good.
many? Listen, how many?
Fed.
I wonder how many letters to the FC. It's first of all, it's cable, so I think technically it's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many pearl clutches. Oh my God! The Earth is going to spin the other way now.
Yes. How dare you interrupt these 22 men trying to kill and concuss each other to show me a female booby
for not even half a second? No, thank you.
Fact.
Not in this house.
I think the ESPN president should have said, "You're welcome."
She was not pushing a stroller, by the way. The woman next to her was pushing a stroller.
Yeah. And the funny thing is,
the child's looking at the breasts.
Oh, really? Because I was going to say, all the people around her, nobody notices. It happens that fast.
It also happens that often.
Yeah, and the thing, but they are pointing at the camera. The camera is the only thing that's looking.
Who brings a kid down to Bourbon Street?
At nighttime, yeah.
That's wild. There's
a couple places.
Cool moms, that's who.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple places that I would never think of bringing a kid.
Cool mom.
Like if I got two kids, I would never imagine bringing them there. Or Vegas.
Yeah, same.
I've had my kids in Vegas on tour. I didn't take them to Vegas, but we were in Vegas, and we had a good time. Well,
I know there are
kids in Vegas
to do.
Yeah, there's plenty of kids stuff to do. On Bourbon Street, there are zero kids things. Zero. It is bar. Other place bar. A strip club bar.
Where?
At Bourbon Street.
On Bourbon Street.
Oh.
There's nothing for kids to do in New Orleans, especially on Bourbon Street.
Wow. Grow up, I guess.
As a very mature 7-year-old.
Get a taste of the real world.
I guess so.
Yeah, you got to learn something.
I mean, there's truly nothing. Well, okay, so I
karaoke.
I guess on the one end there's a couple restaurants that are by that bubble gum crap, by the actual river, and then we were down there for 4th of July once and we saw some fireworks on the river. For that, there are families at nighttime on Bourbon Street. You're crazy.
If you're in New Orleans, you're going to bubble gum shrimp.
I'm sorry?
If you're in New Orleans.
No, but you know what I'm talking about. That strip there that's open. It's got the little, I don't know what you call it. It's not a park, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit more like, ugh,
a little
the
more
Garden
family.
District?
I don't know. I'm not sure which district it is, but it's on it's on the southern side of the.
I feel like everywhere I went in New Orleans, it was debaucherous. Every single place I went.
Yeah.
Well.
That strip there, though, it's got all the shopping, is what I'm saying.
Bourbon Street?
There's shopping there.
No, we went to we went to a couple of the neighborhoods.
I mean, there's kids working the street down there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Kids,
You're right.
There's kids working the street, tap dancing and stuff for
Yeah, but-
money.
yeah, but
like,
you're talking about
playing the drum
You're talking
buckets.
about 12-year-olds drum
Yeah.
bucketing, bucket drumming.
well, if they can be down there,
But this
earning
is
a living.
This is a stroller kid from a
and your kid
tourist.
can see a booby. I'm sorry.
It's not even the booby part I'm worried
Yeah,
about.
never mind the boobies.
It's the drunken idiots.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably so many drones like driving around above Bourbon Street anyway. Like this one didn't know it was ESPN probably. She thought it was some pervy like teenage boy at his house like 3 blocks away.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that ESPN cameras look a little bit more pro walking down the street than you're saying.
Was it a drone?
It looks like a drone footage. It's above everyone.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah,
no,
look
that's
at
not
it.
the thing I remember. I thought it was like straight on, like walking down the street.
Where else are your kids going to see 2 dudes dressed like bronze statues get in a fight over territory? Because that's what I saw on Bourbon Street, and it was cool. It enhanced my life in many ways.
Yeah, you're right, Rafe.
Maybe this was a camera. This woman's looking up at something and showing her boob. Oh, she's looking up to
At the balcony.
a balcony.
Beads.
Yeah.
Right.
They're trucking.
So she
beads
wasn't
now.
doing it to the camera. People are acting like this woman flashed the
No.
camera.
Oh, no.
No.
She can. You can tell she's not thinking. She's just having fun.
Yeah,
you know,
she's
just
just
walking
getting-
on Bourbon
hey.
Street, and there's cameras everywhere anyway.
There's beads to be gotten.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, there's no harm there, but it is the stroller thing is the most interesting thing to me.
That little, I wouldn't say bothers me.
That's the most offensive
It's
part of the
interesting.
shot.
it's interesting. Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, Scott. Time to make us laugh.
A University of Wisconsin chancellor was fired for making a porn with his wife, and I know it's shocking. A married couple having sex?
I know.
Wow.
Texas is experimenting with the use of artificial intelligence in government. Before that, they just were relying mostly on natural stupidity. 54% of Americans read at least one book in 2023. Unfortunately, it was Britney's book, so it just made them even dumber. A Minnesota woman sued a dentist for giving her 4 root canals, 8 crowns, and 20 fillings in a single visit, and also because the issue of Cosmo in his waiting room was from 2012. A list of words that should be banished in 2024 includes slay. But the classics never go out of style, replied O.J. Simpson. An Australian chef who helped to popularize avocado toast has died. Per his wishes, his memorial service was incredibly simple while being completely overpriced. Yeah, hipsters everywhere are honoring his legacy by hanging their tiny fedoras at half-mast. Piers Brosnan was charged with trespassing at Yellowstone National Park, and he avoided jail by posting bond. Cash bond.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Buttholes are forever.
Taylor Swift has passed Elvis Presley for most weeks spent atop the Billboard 200 album chart by a solo artist, but Elvis still is way ahead of Taylor when it comes to the number of terrible movies they've starred in. And finally, Snoop Dogg is joining the NBC team that is covering the 2024 Paris Olympics. Even more surprising, Bob Costas is putting out a hardcore gangster rap album. Yeah, may the goo be with you.
Great job, Scott.
Thank you.
Great job. All right,
You.
I
feel good.
One final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. That's it for us. Donnie Fandango is in next. Thank you all for tuning in. Rafe, have fun in the Bahamas, you jerk.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Take lots of pictures.
Oh, I will.
All right.
Will you write the Rizzuto Show in the sand somewhere and send that to us? That'd be
Yeah.
kind of
Way
nice.
ahead of you.
Hey, don't forget to make your football picks, please.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, tomorrow. Right? Is there a Thursday game?
Yep.
Okay, there's a Thursday game tomorrow. Don't forget to make your picks. 'Cause
Will do.
I saw that they released the NFL schedule. That was exciting yesterday. Back to you.
Yeah, for the weekend games.
For the
yeah.
playoff games.
Well, not for the playoff games, for the
Oh.
weekend games, because a lot of the games have playoff implications.
Cool, man.
There you go. All right, thank you. Moon, today's podcast is titled
Did you say boil?
Sparrow! Who said it?
We had some hearing and some yelling issues during our game
Hey.
today, and it made
breathing.
It
gold.
was
a lot.
geriatric today on the show. It really
Somebody
was.
was
awesome.
breathing heavy.
It made gold.
Apparently, who's the killer from Scream?
Oh, it was Darth Vader played.
On the phone, yeah.
Oil.
Oil.
Did you say boil?
Damn it. Tomorrow.
So much fun.
Tomorrow, the return of the Craigslist Freak of the Week. 3 brand new ads. New competition begins. All new for 2024. All right. Moon, anything else?
No, you know what? I just launched that YouTube channel yesterday. It is all about the story of my gear, like guitars, amps, pedals. Just like it's. I'm telling stories about tour and the gear that has taken me around the planet a few.
Story of your gear.
A few dozen times. Yeah, check it out on YouTube. I'm sure I'll link it on my socials and all that kind of stuff.
Put it on our socials.
It's gonna be fun. The first episode, the little intro thing, happened yesterday. The first episode should drop today or tomorrow. So follow that.
Excellent.
Follow me on the socials, Lern versus Radio. Make sure you come out, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I'm going to be rocking with the right with the Song Society. You can get tickets at 1057thepoint.com.
Rafe.
Yeah, follow me on the socials at I am Rafe Williams, at I am Bahama Boy, at Tommy Bahama, at BahamaForYourMama.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you follow my socials, you saw something exciting yesterday, and that's the album cover.
That's right.
For the 2SG called Action Figures, and that'll be dropping pretty soon. So follow the 2SG, or follow me at King Scott Rules, and stay up to date with all the hot 2SG news coming up.
Apparently, there is no Thursday game.
Hot.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. No Thursday game, guys.
I did not know that.
Oh, God, now I get people.
You got to get on the NFL
Is there a Wednesday
daily email.
There's no Thursday game, Saturday and Sunday. But still, make your picks.
Any day
Rafe.
games?
All I know is it's going to be hard to make picks because everything matters, guys.
Everything matters. Guys.
And there are so many gosh dang injuries. Every article I read is about injury this,
Yeah,
injury
send me
that.
your picks at Lern at 1057thepoint.com. Just email me what you think I should be doing. Thanks. That's my email.
Use the force.
The force. I've been using the force all year, dude. My ass is toe up.
Run to Dagaba.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member today. That's Dylan Tinsley from Cedar Hill, our first
You better pick a good band.
2024, and he did. And by the way, if you signed up for Team Rizz for 2023, didn't make it, you got to re-sign up at 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, this is for Dylan. We will see you tomorrow. Donnie next. Goodbye.
What's up? This is Tito Ortiz. You're listening.